neither one of those folks are with us here tonight. As this is Jordan Taylor. Alongside me for the pregame show is Communications Director, Union City Schools, Mr. Mike Hutchins. Hutch, we appreciate you joining us here for a little bit.
Thank you for that disclaimer that I'm not Eddie Suter.
That's
I
right.
appreciate that, and I'll try to live up to his standards tonight and hopefully be able to do so.
We are broadcasting from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth as we get set for game number 7 for the Golden Tornadoes this year. They're coming in with a 2-4 record, 1-1 in the region. They're playing host to the Milan Bulldogs, who are 6-0 and 3-0 in the region. 2025 to this point so far, Coach Nick Markle's in his 6th season with the Golden Tornadoes, making the transition from single A back to double A this year. They've battled a tough 2025 schedule to this point. Although only 2 games have been region games, the Tornadoes' early season out-of-region slate was just as tough. So, Mike, when you look up and down the schedule through 6 games, yes, you have the 2-4 record, but if you look at the opponents they played, it's definitely been a tough one so far for Union City. Some good teams.
Knew coming into the season, Jordan, that Union City was in the West Tennessee version of the black and blue division for regions with Milan, with Huntington, with Peabody, with Jackson Central Mary, all quality foes with great athletes, and knew it was going to be a challenge, but philosophy here always has been to play good people, and good people will make you better themselves. I don't think you gain a lot by scheduling some of the lesser foes, and certainly that's a practice that we've had long-standing here at Union City with our non-district and non-region schedule, and that continues on this year.
Yeah, that's definitely been a tough schedule, but a schedule that Union City can build on and look to down the stretch of this season to help them compete in some of these games. They do have the Week 3 win at Riverside, 18-15. They also have a region win in Week 5 against Halls, 20-14. Losses this year for Union City, they've been competitive in these games, Mike. 24-14 here against Jackson Christian, 34-14 against Dyer County, 21-14 against Crittenden County, Kentucky. And a week ago, falling to Peabody, 28-7 in a game that was a little bit closer, but mistakes for the Golden Tornadoes helped the Tide be able to gain that lead.
Well, it's a Jackson Christian team that's undefeated going into tonight's play and ranked high in the Division II poll there. Jordan and Dyer County started the year at 4-0. Just good football teams. And last week, as you mentioned, against Peabody, it was 14-7 at the half. Union City actually took the ball to begin the third quarter, had a couple of first downs before throwing a pick, and Peabody took advantage of that, scored on the first play following that turnover, and then Union City was just never truly able to get anything going offensively after that. I know we'll talk about the injuries, and that's been a big part for Union City this year. We're missing, at one time, 7 two-way starters. So that's essentially 14 of your starters when you're looking at the big picture, and it's just really tough to overcome that when you only have 30 to 35 kids on the team.
And something else that's tough to overcome is when you don't have consistency at the quarterback position. 3 different signal callers this year for Union City. It's been Kerbin Thompson, Jack Theobald, and Adrian Crawford all at times taking snaps for the Golden Tornadoes. And tonight, expected to be Kerbin Thompson. But, Mike, just talk a little bit more about how difficult that is sometimes when you got multiple guys playing that position.
Well, I'll tell you, Jordan, the first 5 weeks of the season, Union City had 4 different offensive sets and philosophies. So every Monday when you're coming in, seeing who you're going to have available for the next week and then trying to position your personnel in and around your quarterback and then who your quarterback is going to be. Obviously, Union City doesn't have a lot of depth, but they do have some skill position players that can fill in and mix and match with some different philosophies there. Obviously, Union City is going to run the football no matter what set they're in, whether they run veer midline, whether they're in the I formation, whether they're in a single back set, and that's always been a staple of the Union City teams and the Union City programs over the years. And I think it'll continue to be no matter who we have in the starting lineup. And I think, too, you look up front, and when you make a change, Jordan, because of injuries or illnesses or whatever you have, what a lot of people don't understand, not only are you making a change at that position, you may be taking a starter from another position and moving him into a new position. So essentially you're replacing 2 starters there. And we've had some versatility up front. We've had some folks who've been able to play multiple positions, and that's worked well for Union City in some cases. But just the continuity on both sides of the ball that you have, that you need to have in order to do some things that you'd like to do. It's been a real struggle this year.
I guess one positive to that, though, would be some guys maybe getting some playing time that wouldn't typically get playing time that may be able to help you in the future.
At one juncture, we started 4 freshmen, Jordan. And in this region, that's a challenge when you put a freshman, just simply because they're from maturity level, they're 14 and 15-year-olds playing against 16, 17, and 18-year-olds, and it's tough. you can't simulate anything in practice because you don't have the bodies to give you a true look of what you might see on Friday night. So sometimes you get shell-shocked when the lights come on Friday night, and you have to play through those things.
Yeah, we talked about it. Thompson and Crawford a week ago. Thompson with 69 yards, Crawford 22 yards rushing. The team had 111 yards total offense, 104 of those on the ground. So you're going to see a lot of ground and pound, which we've seen from Union City in years past. So looking at those stats, that kind of tells you that Kerbin Thompson and Adrian Crawford, you expect those two guys to be getting the rock a lot tonight.
What a gutsy effort last week by Kerbin Thompson. He'd missed most of the last 3 games, Jordan, with a foot injury. And really the plan last week was for him not to carry the ball a lot, but because of the struggles Union City had with their personnel and with being ineffective on the offensive side of the ball, he was kind of forced into that role. So gutty, so gritty. Really was able to stick his nose in a dark hole and gain some tough yards there, and was instrumental in Union City's only scoring drive and had some other good carries. Adrian Crawford's just dynamic. You like to get him the ball in space. You like to get him the ball on the edge. He can beat you in so many ways. He's actually had our longest pass play of the season. We played at Crittenden County, a 35-yard touchdown. So he's able to do some different things. We used a halfback pass with him last week. I think we've got some other folks who can step in. Cohen Wood started actually in this program as a freshman, as a running back. He was moved to the line as a sophomore, junior, and most of this year. Last week he debuted at an H-back / tight end set, was able to get a couple carries off the inside counter play and had some nice gains or whatever. He's just been a good football player on both sides of the ball for Union City this year.
And with Rodney Jenkins being banged up, you expect to see more Crawford tonight?
Yeah, I think so. And I think you might see a lot of quarterback power tonight. I think maybe pull in the backside guard or tackle and trying to get up and running in the hole. Union City's got to slow it down, got to make sure that the game doesn't get too fast. They want to use up all the play clock with every play, kind of shorten the game a little bit and hopefully give themselves a chance as we get into the second half.
Let's flip the page to defense. Last week the Twisters gave up 359 yards to Peabody, 278 of those yards coming on the ground. So, Mike, tonight, obviously the focus, I would assume throughout the week, is figuring out a way to stop the run because obviously we'll talk about it in a minute. Milan's got a great running back.
Yeah, they do. And the big thing for Union City last week, Jordan, they came up with 3 turnovers, all in the first half. Kennedy Taylor had an interception in the end zone. Jenkins had a fumble recovery, and we're able to get another fumble recovery there that kind of slowed Trenton down. And I think it just got to be a war of attrition in the second half. I kidded Nick Markle after the game. I said, I didn't want to get real close to you because I was afraid you'd grab me and throw me in there for a series or two because we were down so many bodies when he got in the third and fourth quarter of last week. But, again, you've heard me say this, whether it's be about life or football or whatever, you find out a lot about your people and the people surrounding you in times of adversity, more so than you do in good times. And I think we're going to find out a lot about this Union City team, not only this year, but going into next year when they'll start fresh.
And Dayton Buckley last week, what a week for him. 7 solo tackles, assisting on 5 more. He's just been a force defensively for Union City.
Yeah, he is. And, Jordan, you were there at the Riverside game back about 3 weeks ago, and Dayton Buckley had 16 tackles that night. And certainly he's a senior. He's played all over the place because of injuries as a starting offensive lineman. He's actually a defensive lineman that's playing linebacker right now. But he loves the game. He has passion for it, and he's one of the senior leaders on this defense as well as the team in general.
Also, Andre Smalls last week chipped in 4 solo tackles and 2 assists.
Yeah, another, talking about gritty performances, Andre Small went out on the 3rd play of the homecoming game against Halls the week before with a knee injury. Thought it might have been a meniscus tear. We're still not real sure what it is. Last week, really wasn't expecting him to play a lot. He played the entire game on the defensive side of the ball. Never got him on the field offensively, and he's been one of Union City's better ground gainers. But he's not afraid either, and he stuck his nose in there, made several nice tackles. He's a leader. He's been able to overcome some things that's happened to him. He was bunged up a little bit earlier in the season, Jordan, and he's just been a really good, hard-nosed, tough player for Union City so far.
And a young guy, Cameron Beeler, what he's been able to do up front defensively.
Yeah, put him in the game at Crittenden County back a couple of weeks ago, again, out of attrition, and he had 3 tackles for losses late in the fourth quarter of that game, so got him a little bit extra time. And, again, you know, Jordan, you've been around the game a long time. There's some people that are practice players. There's some people that really don't turn it on until the lights come on. And some of these younger folks are getting the opportunity to get in the game And you might not see some of the things that you want to see during practice, but when the lights come on and the people are in the stands, they really turn it on a little bit. I think Cameron Beeler's one of those, and he's getting invaluable experience heading into the next couple of years.
He's definitely bought himself more time. Expect to see him a lot on the front tonight. A big one tonight, looking at the region standings, obviously Union City, if they're able to pull this one off, they feel really good about securing a spot.
Yeah, I think certainly Union City is looking a little bit down the road. In addition to tonight, you got a tough schedule left. Not only you got Milan, you got Huntington, which is probably, in my opinion, the second best team in the league. I know they've had some injuries as well that they're dealing with right now. You've already dealt with Peabody. The wild card for me is Jackson Central Mary.
Yeah.
They're so athletic. They're going to have folks that can run, and that's just not on the offensive side of the ball. That means they'll be able to get a lot of hats to the defensive side of the ball. Union City has Gibson County coming up in a couple of weeks for senior night, and so you feel good about that. There's a couple of pivotal games left. Tonight's one of them. Certainly the JCM game is one of them, and then you take your chances at Huntington on the road.
That will wrap up segment one of the Tornado pregame show, brought to you by Tyson Foods of Obion County, Roadrunner Driving School, and Home Builders Mart. Tonight's game day sponsor, E&H Refrigeration, and we're broadcasting tonight from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth. We'll step aside for a break. When we come back from the break, we'll hear from Coach Markle as Chuck Hammer sat down and talked with him for Tornado Talk, which is brought to you by E&H Refrigeration. So we'll hear that segment coming up right after the break. Again, this is Union City Football on Froggy 99.3 and the Sports 731 Network.
A good foundation. At Allen Searcy Builder Contractors, they know that it's the essential part of having a successful project, but it's also an important element in each relationship with their clients. Understanding and protecting the interests of each business they serve is why Allen Searcy continues to be the source for major commercial projects in our area for over 40 years. Allen Searcy Builder Contractors can help you with your project from concept and design all the way to construction. Call 885-7633 or go to allensearcy.com.
Got a leaky roof, missing shingles, or maybe it's time for a total roof replacement? No matter what your roofing needs, KB with ARS Roofing has you covered. From repairs and cleaning to full roof replacements and preservation, ARS Roofing is your trusted local expert, serving all of West Tennessee and Western Kentucky. Protect your biggest investment, your home, with the quality and care you deserve. Call ARS Roofing today at 731-636-9700 and schedule a free quote. ARS Roofing, making roofs look great again.
When you're on the hunt for the perfect vehicle, what are the things you're looking for? Is it brand, features, color, size, or something else? The good thing is Herman Jenkins Motors can help you find that vehicle that checks all the boxes for you. With multiple brands to choose from, such as Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, their staff will work hand in hand with you to make the car buying process as easy as possible. And their service department will take good care of your car after the purchase. Visit them today in Union City or online at hermanjenkins.com.
For decades, Commercial Bank and Trust Company has been the bedrock of our community. When it comes to doing business, we have perfected the art. I'm Greg Dozier, and I'm proud to be part of a community bank that prioritizes its customers above all else. To us, you're not just a number, you're family. At Commercial Bank, we promise an experience that leaves you smiling and fully satisfied. Your financial well-being is our top priority, because when it comes to banking, your choice matters. Choose Commercial Bank and Trust Company today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here to Union City High School, as I'm now joined by Max Johnson here in the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth. Again, appreciate E&H Refrigeration for being our Week 7 game day sponsor for tonight's game against Milan. This is, as well, the Tornado pregame show brought to you by Tyson Foods of Obion County, Roadrunner Driving School, and Home Builders Mart. Max, appreciate you jumping in, man. Let's take a look at the Milan Bulldogs, who enter in 2025. They're led by head coach Wade Comer, who is in his second season. They had a state title appearance a year ago, finishing runner-up, and they're looking to stay undefeated tonight, as they would go to 7-0 if they're able to pick up a big win, and they would also still be at the top of that region. So, Max, looking at this Milan team, obviously coming into this game taking on Union City, who is 2-4 and 1-1 in the region, it could be easy for Milan to overlook Union City, but when you're in that locker room and you're a player on that team, you definitely want to take everybody serious, of course.
Right. You got to stay focused. I mean, you can't just look over somebody. I mean, if Union City comes out and hits Milan in the mouth real quick and, gets them off their game a little bit, they could lose focus and have to refocus and just lock in and get back to what they were playing all year, how they're playing all year.
And there's been a couple teams do that so far this season. Milan has been in 2 one-score games, but found a way to win both. And what's the old saying? If a team can find a way to win a close game, they're a pretty good football team. That's what Milan's done. They won in Week 1 against Southside 35-28, and Week 2 against their county rival South Gibson 14-10. So both two really close games that they were able to pull off. Now, one that may be a stunner, and Coach Comer's always had the Huntington Mustangs number. They beat Huntington 34-9. So that was a huge win because a lot of people thought that game would be close. Defeated Gibson County 46-6, and JCM a week ago 21-7. They also have a win on a Saturday afternoon against Chattanooga Prep a few weeks ago, 27-6. So the Bulldogs coming in again 6-0, looking to go to 7-0. A week ago against the JCM Cougars, that JCM was able to keep that game close, but never could take that lead on Milan. And Max, that's kind of been the story for Milan all season long. They tend to get an early lead, and they don't really let you back in the game. Now, I mean, sometimes it's been close, but they kind of keep that lead all season long. That's what they've done.
Yeah, that South Gibson game was pretty close, and all the scoring was most of it was in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So that game, I think, was 3-0 at halftime. So both teams kind of got off to a slow start, or they had a good defensive game. You could take it either way. But yeah, they've pulled away from some teams, and Union City's got to find a way to stay in it.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be the key tonight. Like Union City, the Bulldogs rely heavily on the run. We talked about that in the first segment with Mike Hutchins, with senior Jaden Pete really carrying the load. Another storyline tonight is the return of former Union City quarterback Zach Summers, who is now the signal caller for the purple and white. Now, Max, we were looking for some motivation just a few minutes ago. We were talking about Union City. What could they do to motivate them to play this game? Your former quarterback is now the quarterback of the other team, so that should be plenty of motivation.
Yeah, I think they've had this game circled on the calendar since they've seen the schedule, and the quarterback at Milan probably did too.
Oh, yeah.
He probably wants to run the score up tonight. So both the quarterback and the Union City Tornadoes, they both have some revenge or what have you.
Yeah, defensively the Bulldogs have been pretty solid, giving up an average of just 11 points a game. They have been good against the run, but have given up some chunk plays through the air, which we expect to see Union City do a lot of the run tonight. Maybe throw in a pass here and there if they try to catch Milan off guard. Also, the Tornadoes will look to establish the run tonight against the Bulldogs and play keep away. It seems as if teams who have had long drives against Milan have had some success against the Bulldogs, so that could be the key to success for Union City tonight, putting together some long drives and chewing up that clock.
I agree, man. I agree. Another key to the game would probably be to slow down Pete. But, yeah, I think Union City needs to be able to control the line of scrimmage and run that football tonight.
I queued it up a few minutes ago. I was a little bit early, but I'm excited to hear from Coach Nick Markle on Tornado Talk, brought to you by E&H Refrigeration. So we'll go to that now. Again, this is the Tornado pregame show brought to you by Tyson Foods of Bovine County, Roadrunner Driving School, Home Builder Smart, here broadcasting from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth. Back in a moment.
Your business is unique, so protecting it should be tailor-made. Unlike those one-size
What else does Milan do well?
Everything. Receivers are very talented. Quarterbacks very talented. They got, more than just Jaden Pete back there. They got 3 running backs that rotate in. They move Pete around. They get him the ball. They throw him the ball. They're really big up front. I think they're probably the biggest team we've seen across the board, maybe since the JCS game. They're massive linemen. Got a pretty elaborate scheme in regards of what they want to do. They can do so much. Personnel groupings, they double tight, they're single tight, they're 10 personnel, 11 personnel. They get guys out in space. They got a good little screen game. They've got, you say it, they've got it, and defense plays hard. They fly the football. Their kids are really, hitting their stride right now, and, there's no mistake why they're the best team in the state.
Yeah, Coach, I was watching film this morning, and I concur. I had that down as my next question. They are really big up front, and obviously I don't want you to give away the game plan, but what types of things can a team do against a front like that has that kind of size?
Yeah, we just have to play a style of ball that maybe other teams hadn't played. We have to kind of bleed them dry. We have to find a couple of weak points here and there and try to exploit them. We have to play lower than them, it'd be some old wishbone type of tactics. It's just you can't stand up with them and, go mano a mano. You have to kind of play smart, not hard type of situation. And so we just got to hold on to the football. We got to find a couple of weak spots in regards of where we can run the ball. They do such a great job of flying around on defense. The edges are going to be tough. They got really good athletes in the back end, so I'm assuming they're probably going to be manned up everywhere. So throwing the ball is going to have to be, essential, but also going to have to be very clean. And, we're just going to have to play our best game.
Practice-wise this week, I know the week's not over by any stretch of the imagination, but how's practice been so far, and what are you guys working on?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Our kids have really good attitude. I appreciate them and their attitude. It could be, a lot of doom and gloom, especially all the players standing on the sideline in street clothes. But I appreciate our guys, the ones that are hurt. They show up to practice every day. They tried to lead us from the back end of the formations or from the sideline, and we are just trying to put in an offensive scheme that we can feel comfortable running, that we're not just changing up from week to week. It's been a very difficult task. And defensively, we're just trying to put something out there that's sound and lets our guys kind of have fun and fly around.
Obviously, Coach, don't want to get into too much detail, but injury-wise, do you feel like you may be able to get some guys back this week possibly?
No, not really. I mean, most of our guys are out for either the duration or for a pretty extended period. We lost Rodney to a concussion last week. We do have basically everybody back from the Peabody game except Rodney. So, we kind of got the same personnel, limited on some of the things we can do, but getting Curvin and Andre to play definitely helps us. And, we still got a couple of explosive plays with Adrian Crawford and with Kazarian Skates. Hopefully we can get them going.
As we wrap things up here on Tornado Talk, keys to the ball game, Coach. What's it going to take to get a win against the Bulldogs?
We got to play our best game. They've got to put the ball on the ground some, give us some extra possessions. We've got to do a good job of tackling, making them huddle up, not getting out leveraged, making sure we're aligned properly. And like I said, we got to play our best game of the season.
Coach, unmistakable, your team giving their all. I've watched every snap of the season so far, and the effort is there. You guys, as far as the staff, you're giving so much, trying to get this team to progress each and every week. But you'd love to have that support in the stands this Friday night against Milan, especially for the effort that you and the team are putting into this season.
Yeah, I mean, I really hope people come out and support our guys. It's been a tough year, but they work tremendously hard. And the community support has always been appreciated. And, just hope we had a good turnout come Friday night and we have a good night.
Coach, good luck, and hopefully we're talking to you after a big win.
Go Tornadoes.
Accidents, dents, and dings happen. And when they do, bring your vehicle to Dunn's celebrating 45 years in business. E&H Refrigeration is your trained comfort specialist. We are Northwest Tennessee's heating and cooling experts with locations in Martin and Paris. If you're in need of a new Trane HVAC system, we have you covered. Give E&H Refrigeration a call today in Martin at 731-587-9675 or in Paris at 731-407-9121. Let us bring you comfort you deserve with the quality you count on. E&H Refrigeration, your Trane dealer.
Northwest Tennessee and Western Kentucky, it's time for a career change, and we know the perfect place for you. Tyson Foods in Obion County. Tyson Foods is hiring, and it's easy to apply. Just stop by and see the friendly staff at the Tyson Foods Hiring Center in Union City. Tyson is currently hiring for general production and many other positions, and they are looking to fill all shifts. Come see the team at the Tyson Hiring Center, located off Reelfoot Avenue in Union City. The Hiring Center is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Come be a part of the Tyson team. Tyson Foods is an equal opportunity employer, including disability and veterans.
When you're craving the perfect cut, steaks that sizzle, savory sliced bacon, fresh salmon, juicy pork chops, and the tastiest chicken around, head to the Meat Shop in Union City. Need dinner and a snap? Grab frozen meals and fresh vegetables too. Always the perfect cut, always friendly service. Located at 1106 South 1st Street in Union City. Come to the Meat Shop. It's what's for dinner.
From custom application, precision ag, plant health products, seed varieties, financing, and more, we have it all. Here at Nutrient Ag Solutions, we're here for every kind of grower and every kind of operation. By providing these innovative tools, we help you be prepared for the ag industry of tomorrow. Contact your local Nutrient Ag Solutions to discover all the ways we can serve you and your operation. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook at Nutrient Ag Solutions TN-WKY.
Back here to Union City High School as we get set for region play tonight. Union City and Milan. The Bulldogs coming in undefeated, as we mentioned, 6-0. Union City 2-4. Looking for a big win here tonight on their home field. Jordan Taylor, Max Johnson, broadcasting here from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth with game day coverage tonight brought to you by E&H Refrigeration. And we are wrapping up our pregame show tonight, which has been brought to you by Tyson Foods of Obion County, Roadrunner Driving School, and Home Builders Mart. We also want to thank Davis Clothing in Lexington for providing our polos as we look nice and snazzy up here tonight, comfortable, ready to broadcast some high school football. Looks like Milan has won the toss and elected to receive, so the Bulldogs will go on offense first. Union City will be kicking to them. And before we get started, as always, want to thank Domino's Pizza for our pregame sponsor tonight, pregame meal sponsor. That's Domino's Pizza in Union City, providing tonight's game day pregame meal for our crew. And it's time to take a look at the Jerry Ward Autoplex keys to the game. So, Max, let's start first with Union City. What are the keys for the Golden Tornadoes tonight?
They're going to need to control the line of scrimmage and really hammer that defensive line of Milan and run the ball and get some pressure on their former quarterback.
Yeah, that'll be big. That'll be a big key for Union City. And for Milan tonight, I think it's established the run, quickly and early. I think if they're able to do that with Jaden Pete, they've had a lot of success. But if Union City's able to slow that down, I think that could benefit the Tornadoes. Those keys to the game tonight, brought to you by Jerry Ward Autoplex. Score your next set of keys from Jerry and the guys today. That's Jerry Ward Autoplex in Union City, Tennessee, as well as Dyersburg, Tennessee. 2 locations for Jerry Ward Autoplex. Be sure to check out Jerry and the guys. So get ready for kickoff. Other big games across the Sports 731 network tonight. TCA at Jackson Christian. Riverside at Huntington. Halls at Peabody. Dyer County at Chester County. Henry County at Clarksville Northeast. Ripley at Westview. And McKenzie at Collingwood. A couple other games that are big in the area. Dyersburg at Crockett County. And South Gibson at Lexington. Those are some big games going on across West Tennessee tonight. But we got a big one here ourselves here at Union City, as the Golden Tornadoes again are looking to make a statement, pick up a big win at home. And you're listening to Union City Football on WWGY Fulton, Froggy 99.3 in Union City, as well as the Sports 731 network, providing coverage of Golden Tornado football here tonight. from War Memorial Stadium. Randy Barnes Field. Crawford will kick off for Union City. So, Max, the Golden Tornadoes going on defense first. Going to be looking for a quick stop here of this high-powered Milan offense, rushing attack.
I'm sure that defense is ready to get after that quarterback.
Absolutely. And a lot of times, even when Union City wins the toss, they defer. So I think either way, Milan would have been getting the ball, but Milan did win the toss and take the football. Crawford to kick off for Union City. This is a onside kick. It's not going to go 10, but it did touch a Milan player, but the Bulldogs fall back on it, and that was near disaster right out of the gate for Milan, as the ball didn't go 10 yards, but it did hit a player for the Bulldogs.
Not sure if that was a called onside kick or if it was just a mess up, but if it's called, Markle's being awful aggressive to start this game out.
Yeah, I think it was definitely called to try to catch him off guard. Did that a week ago as well against Peabody. So we will see Zach Summers, the quarterback for Milan, who again transferred from Union City to Milan in the offseason. Summers is in the shotgun. Got a receiver to the left, two receivers to the right, and Pete in the backfield with him. Summers brings a man in motion, takes the snap, hands it off up the middle to Pete. He's met pretty quickly and brought down Union City. Number 51, Dayton Buckley, right away making a big impact.
That's something that Union City is going to have to do all night.
They got to be able to stop Pete early. It was a 2-yard gain, so it'll be 2nd and 8 for Union City. Or, sorry, 2nd and 8 for Milan with 11:34 to go in the first quarter. Summers once more in the shotgun. Pete to his right, two receivers to the right, two receivers to the left. Once again, brings the man in motion. That's Johnson. Summers hands it off to Johnson on the jet sweep. 50, 45, out of bounds near the 43. Cordarius Johnson, the senior receiver coming in motion that time. Turbin Thompson makes the play for Union City defensively. Jet sweep trying to get athletes out in space. Second play of the game.
Yeah, you got to get your speedy guys out on the outside, see if they can break a long one.
11:15 to go first quarter. And it's third down. The first third down of the game is 3rd and 3 for Milan. Big opportunity here for Union City. Summers in the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it off up the middle to Pete. Pete upended near the 40. It's going to be close, Max. I don't know if they're going to give this to him. Yes, they are. They're signaling first down. But coming up to make the play. I know it's a first down, but Andre Small's coming up to lay the wood there on that first.
Yeah, upended. His feet went up in the air.
Yeah. Huge play defensively regardless, but it is enough for the first down for Milan. Summers. Back in the shotgun once more. Heavy set. Receiver to each side. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Throws it out. Near the Milan sideline. It's caught by Johnson. Johnson, 25-20, out of bounds inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Will be enough for a first down for Milan. Looks like he may have went out at the 20. So they're in the red zone.
Johnson showing up his catching ability. Reached out and caught that with one hand.
Yeah, that was a big play. Cordarius Johnson, the receiver. So 1st and 10 for the Milan Bulldogs with 10:35 to go in the first quarter. Summers awaits the snap, takes it, hands it off up the middle once more to Pete. Looks like got about 5 there. So it'll be 2nd and 5. That was actually Kelly, Carson Kelly getting the carry. You have to help me on those numbers.
2 and 5 are pretty similar.
2 and 5 are
his
That's
single-digit numbers.
Single digits. Thanks for making me feel better. 2nd and 5 for Milan. 10 minutes to go first quarter. Summers awaits the snap this time. Bulldogs looking to score on their first drive. Fakes the handoff. Throws across middle to Johnson. Johnson steps into the end zone for a Milan touchdown. So the Bulldogs take it the distance on the first drive, and they have a 6-0 lead with 9:49 to go in the first quarter. Impressive drive to start the game.
Pretty good play call. Just faked it to the running back and had a man on a slant, beat his guy, and got into the end zone.
Yeah, one-on-one coverage on the outside, and Johnson was able to go the distance. Summers found him. It's an extra point coming from the Bulldogs. Snap, set, kick is up. Kick is good. So with 9:49 to go in the first quarter, it's Milan 7, Union City nothing. Back in a moment here on the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth. It's Union City football on Froggy 99.3 and the Sports 731 Network.
At Jerry Ward Autoplex, we want you to drive home the best vehicle at the best price. And did you know many of our vehicles are factory program vehicles that manufacturer employees drove for a year or less? These are trusted, basically new vehicles at pre-owned prices.
We got a great family vehicle, plenty of room, with low miles, still under warranty, at a very affordable price.
Like I always said, don't dream it, drive it.
Back at War Memorial Stadium. Is now Union City will have a go after giving up an opening drive touchdown from Milan. Bulldogs will kick it off to the Golden Tornadoes. Short, end-over-end kick, fielded at the 30-yard line. Hit immediately at the 33. That was Logan Puckett, the sophomore that fielded it. Still going to be decent field position for Union City, Max.
Yeah, short kick. Maybe should have fair caught that ball.
Yeah.
It got popped on that play, but Union City is going to have a good starting field position to start this drive.
The Golden Tornadoes will set up their offense, looking to respond to the opening touchdown for Milan, as they'll have it with 9:46 to go first quarter, trailing 7-0. Under center is Thompson. Thompson hands it off up the middle to Smalls. Not used to seeing Smalls directly in the backfield. Used to seeing him as the wing back. Gain of 2, but again, it goes back to the injuries. They've had several of them, so maybe they're having to use Smalls more in the backfield, Max.
Yeah, got to put your weapons wherever you need them.
So 2nd and 8, Union City. Under center once more is Thompson. Thompson takes the snap. Again, trying to give it to Smalls, and he does, and I don't think Smalls could go anywhere that time.
May have been a loss on the play, too.
Yeah. Loss of a yard. So Union City going to be facing a 3rd and long with 8:55 to go in the first quarter.
Third and long. Do you think we could see a pass here, Jordan?
It is possible, but we will see. Doesn't look like that. I formation once more. Thompson takes a snap, fumbles the football, trying to get back on it. I'm not sure if he did or not.
He did.
Okay, so it'll be 4th down. 4th down for Union City, so they'll punt it to Milan. 8:15 and counting first quarter. Milan going to get the football back. Crawford. It's back to punt. This punt's off. Fielded by Johnson around the 28-yard line. It was a fair catch. So that's where the ball will be spotted for the second Milan Bulldog drive. What do you want to see different, Max, defensively for Union City on this drive?
Well, they did a good job containing Pete on that first drive, but they gave up some yards through the air, so they're going to have to get some pressure on their former teammate, Summers.
So Summers will be in the shotgun. Summers will be in the shotgun. for the second drive, to start the second drive. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right with Peak to his right. Summers back to throw. A little bit of pressure. He's sacked! Union City comes up with the sack. A big-time play. Quickly getting into him. I couldn't tell the number. I think it was, I missed the number. I'm not sure who it was. But there were several players there in for Union City. Loss of 5, and that's what you got to have. You got to have a pass rush if you're Union City, and they were able to do that, Max.
I think that's what I said when you asked me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to get pressure on Summers.
I know the number 12 we have on our roster is not the correct number 12, but we will find out who number 12 is in the purple and gold. Handoff up the middle to Pete. Again, nice tackle. Hey, I'll say this. The DBs are coming up to make plays. That was Andre Smalls once again coming up from that safety position to take Pete's legs out from under him. I think they came to play on defense, though.
I think so.
I know they gave up some yardage the first drive, but
I think so. He's probably around maybe 3 yards a carry, and he's averaging about almost 9 from game to game this year. So he's done a good job running the football, but they've been bottling him up.
So it's 3rd and 12, 6:30 to go first quarter. This could be huge for Union City to get off the football field. Get it back to their offense. Summers in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Throws it to the seam, but too far, and that'll be incomplete. So it'll go back to Union City. So Elijah Simmons is number 12. Appreciate our good friend Stephen Weeks with the Tennessee Report helping us out there. Appreciate you watching as well. So Milan will punt the football back to Union City. 6:15 to go, first quarter. Bulldogs lead 7-0. Punt is off for Milan. They're going to let it bounce. Bounces near the 47, takes a Union City bounce. Back to the 48-yard line. Great field position for the Golden Tornadoes here, Max.
Yeah, they're going to start almost in Milan territory to start this drive, so they need to make the most of it.
Union City with an opportunity to answer the first Milan Bulldog touchdown. Obviously, Milan tried the play action pass to start their second drive, and Union City was able to get home with Elijah Simpson, the junior. High formation once more for Union City. Kerbin Thompson keeps it himself. A lot of running room out there, but he's breaking one tackle and gets up to around the 43-yard line into Milan Bulldog territory. Across midfield to the 43. This will be second and short for Union City, Max.
Yeah, tough run to get 7-8 yards there. That's what they need.
And again, establish the run, have long drives. That's a recipe for success for Union City. If they're able to do that, it could be big for them.
Keep Milan off the offensive side of the ball.
Yep. Thompson once more under center. Takes a snap. Hands it off on the delay handoff to Crawford, I believe. Might have been Smalls. Yeah, it was Smalls once more.
Tackle made by number 5, Pete.
So now coming in for Union City will be Logan Puckett. Smalls will check out, and now it's 3rd and 4 with 5:04 to go in the first quarter and counting. Appreciate you tuning in with us tonight, whether you're watching on the stream, listening on the radio. Appreciate you guys being with us. Game day coverage tonight brought to you by E&H Refrigeration. Summers hands it off once more. Trying to get outside is Crawford. He's tackled near the 42, 43-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 3. Looks like they're back to where they were just a moment ago. Is it 3rd and 4? Okay.
Fourth
Or fourth down.
down.
You're right.
Yep.
I thought that was second down. Thank you for that.
4th and about 2.
So 4th and 2. Got my downs confused. Hey, I bet they would appreciate 5 downs.
They would. They would. Or maybe if it was 3rd down.
That's true.
If it was 3rd and 2, they'd appreciate that too.
So they're going on 4th. 4th and 2. Remember, Union City had it here on 2nd down. Not able to gain any yards since. Thompson keeping himself, trying to fight forward, and there's nothing. Ran the same play they ran on 1st down that Thompson was able to get 8. But Milan has the answer this time. The Bulldogs take possession back. That's a big play for Milan defensively.
Yeah, it's one of the keys to the game that we talked about earlier, the line of scrimmage. Milan's whooping them up front right now. Union City needs to find a way to get some push up front if they're going to continue to run the football and try to give the ball to the fullback. They've stuffed that play nearly every time, and they had some success running the quarterback, but they're going to have to find a way to get some push on the line of scrimmage.
Had success the first time running the quarterback, and the second time they tried the same thing. Didn't work that time.
Did not.
Milan made the adjustment. Bulldogs rushing a receiver in. Didn't have enough guys on the field. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Summers in the shotgun with Pete to his right. Summers hands it off up the middle to Pete. And once again, nice play. Coming up from the linebacker position, Elijah Simpson. Actually, that was Kerbin Thompson. 16 and 12 look similar as well.
Double-digit numbers.
So Kerbin Thompson comes up, the quarterback, on defense for the Golden Tornadoes. Makes a play. Nice to see a QB come up and make a play like that. This will be 3:27 to go first quarter. Again, Milan leads 7-0, scored on their first drive. Golden Tornadoes had a punt and then just turned it over on downs. And we've got a timeout on the field brought to you by Dunn's Auto Body. The timeout for the Golden Tornadoes gives them time to talk it over here with 3:17 to go in the first quarter, trailing 7-0. And Max, if you're in that huddle for Union City, what are some things you're talking about here?
Continue to get pressure on the quarterback and keep Pete bottled up. I mean, he's, like I said earlier, he's probably right around 3 yards a carry. If you can keep him there and not let him go for a long touchdown, I think you're winning.
Yeah, I think that's a big key here if you're able to slow Pete down. But, I mean, honestly, all things considered, I know Pete's getting positive yardage, but you mentioned it a minute ago. You're keeping him to 2-3 yards, and I know, if you're listening or watching at home, you may say, hey, well, if he's going for 3 or 4 yards every time, he's going to have a first down. I get that, but usually this guy's running for 7, 8, 9 yards a carry.
Right, he's averaging 8.9 yards a carry for the season so far this year, about 120 yards a game. So they've done a good job to this point.
So Milan on 2nd and 7. Coming back out of the Dunn's Auto Body timeout with 3:17 to go first quarter, leading 7-0. Summers takes a snap, hands it off up the middle, able to break a couple tackles. That was Kelly, the junior. Gets it to midfield, so another 3rd down opportunity for Union City to get off the field here.
Tackle made by number 44, Cohen Wood.
Cohen Wood comes up and makes the play. 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down. 3 yards.
See if the Golden Tornadoes can get off the field, and this may be 4-down territory for Milan. They may have 2 plays to get 3 here. Summers in the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it off up the middle. Able to bounce it outside 45-40. 35-33 out of bounds there. And once more, running the ball for Milan was Kelly. So looks like it's going to be Kelly and Pete will be the 2 backs for Milan tonight. More of the same for the Bulldogs. Yeah, Kelly coming off now, Pete back in the game. And Max really looking at him, similar build for those two tough backs.
Yeah, both ball carriers run the ball hard and have speed, and if you can't get to them at the line of scrimmage, they can break one on you.
To be on the 33-yard line, 1st and 10 for Milan. Late first quarter, 2:23 to go. Summers takes the snap, hands it off up the middle to Pete. Pete breaks one tackle, not able to break the second.
Milan lucky to get that play off. It was at 1 when they snapped the ball.
Cohen Wood again makes the play.
Second and 6 from the 29.
This will be 2nd and 6 for Milan. Two receivers to the left. Two backs in the backfield with Summers. I think you got Pete and Kelly in the backfield. Handoff up the middle to Pete. Pete makes one cut, gets up across the 25 to the 24-yard line. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and short for Milan.
We got a player down. 16.
Kerbin Thompson, which is the quarterback on offense for the Golden Tornadoes, is down. Actually, 16's coming off the backside of the defense. So looks like Kerbin Thompson made the tackle. We'll see who the injury is here. 22, that's
I think so.
Pretty good eyes. Mr. Max Johnson's got 20/20 vision over here.
I do indeed.
I don't see a 22.
Oh, well,
now,
maybe it's not 22.
It could be. Now, we've had another one that wasn't the correct number. But I think you're right. I think it is 22. I just think that's not on our roster.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is all the changes with numbers. You know, they just.
Yeah, I think we got a new roster today, and it's still not the right one. So.
That's right.
It'll be 3rd and about 1.
So 3rd and 1 for Milan. 1:14 to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs looking to strike again. Snap to Summers. Summers hands it off up the middle. Ball comes out. Ball's recovered by Union City. Big time play from number 61, Caleb Wright, the junior, who knocked it free. And that's a huge turnover going back to Union City. And those are the type of plays you have to pull off an upset.
That's something that you, I, and everybody tuning into the action tonight know is you got to win the line of scrimmage and you got to get turnovers. That's how you win football games.
Another score in this region tonight. Peabody leading Halls 14-0 with 5:16 to go first quarter. Lexington and South Gibson scoreless after 1. Let's keep a look at the Commercial Bank and Trust scoreboard throughout the night. Kerbin Thompson pitches it out to Crawford, and there's a fumble here for Union City. Looks like it's going to go back to Milan, and it does. That defensive stop a few moments ago from Union City was brought to you by Thompson Machinery, but right away Milan is able to come up with a defensive stop of their own. So back to Milan.
Yeah,
back-to-back turnovers.
Just talked about that. Yeah, gave it right back to them. And they're going to have it about the 10, so they're not going to have far to go to get the ball into the end zone if they're going to do that this drive. Union City's going to have to bow up again and maybe force a field goal.
So right after forcing the turnover, the Golden Tornadoes fumble it themselves, trying the toss play. Summers hands it off up the middle to Pete. Pete breaks one tackle and is upended after that.
I think that was actually Kelly again.
And Pete's down on the field.
Number 2.
No, Kelly.
Kelly, yeah.
Kelly's down. And we're going to go ahead and step aside for a break. I think this is going to be an extended break with the injury on the field. Again, this is Union City football broadcasting from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth on Froggy 99.3 and the Sports 731 Network.
Kaiser Pharmacy, Union City's only locally owned and operated pharmacy, serving our community for over 20 years. For more than just prescriptions, our services include immunizations, wellness consultations, compounding, med syncing, and even mastectomy supplies. We are excited to introduce our newest offering, Kaiser Wellness, powered by pharmacists, with our exclusive line of supplements and vitamins. Shop online at kaiserwellness.com or exclusively at Kaiser Pharmacy. Plus, shop at our boutique, Miles and Bishop, while you wait, or online 24/7. Experience the difference at Kaiser Pharmacy.
Your business is unique, so protecting it should be tailor-made. Unlike those one-size-fits-all nationwide security companies, First Response Security Services offers custom solutions tailored to your organization's needs. We even work around any stipulation you have. First Response actually sends real people to support you. You're not just a number in a database. You get the personal touch and real local support whenever you need it. Serving Northwest Tennessee for 15 years. Call us today.
Back here to War Memorial Stadium as Milan has it. Second down, handoff up the middle to Pete. Pete breaks 2 tackles and gets into the end zone for the touchdown. So after the injury to Kelly, Pete comes in, and on his first carry off the sidelines after a quick break, into the end zone for a Milan touchdown.
Yeah, first long run that Pete's had this game, and unfortunately it ended in the end zone.
So Milan now leads 13-0 with 15 seconds to go. Snap, set, kicks up. Kick is good. It's now 14-0 for the Bulldogs. And Max, it's kind of been the story for Union City this year. They're able to come up with a stop. Came up with that Thompson Machinery defensive stop. Forced that turnover. But then the very next play offensively, they give it right back.
Yeah, can't put the ball on the ground. Continue to play good defense. I think maybe if Milan had longer way to go, they may have bowed up and stopped them and maybe forced a punt, but they only had to go 10 yards that time.
So Union City will get the football back with 15 seconds to go in the first quarter, looking to make something happen here. That really was a killer on that turnover, as you're looking for an opportunity to try to possibly go tie the game.
Right.
And gave it right back on the short field. And that was the biggest point you just made, was the fact that it was a short field. And that's tough. It's against a good offense, when you give them such great field position, it's hard to get off the field. That you were almost guaranteeing them 3 right there when you gave it back to them.
Yeah. Try to bottle them up and maybe force a field goal to make it a 10-point game, but just couldn't tackle Jordan Pete.
I believe we may have I thought we had a Dunn's auto body timeout. Oh. A legal substitution for Union City.
I don't think I've seen that on kickoff before.
I don't think I have either. And I think the only reason it was called was because the ball was whistled in to be kicked off, and then Union City ran somebody out there. So if you run them out there before that, I think you're good. But he had just blew it in to kick it off, and then all of a sudden somebody runs out for Union City.
If Milan would have ran somebody off, do you think that would have counted even if it's whistled in? Because you got to give – currently Milan has the ball, so they're on offense until they kick. So.
Right. And we've got they're going to give them the 5 back because Milan ran past the ball for offsides on the kickoff.
Kind of similar to the turnovers earlier. We're just going to go back and forth, I think.
That's right. So a 5-yard penalty goes back to the 40-yard line. I think the referee is trying to be nice. Say, guys, you can't. He was pointing at each of them and then pointing at the line. Like, hey, let me not run, because he has to run all the way to the sideline after putting the ball. If they put the ball on the tee, watch. Here he comes.
Yeah.
If you're watching the stream, he's done this twice now. So you know he's thinking, fellas, please No penalties on this time, on this kick.
I'll run on a long play, but not on the kickoff.
All right, let's try it for the third time. The ball's back where it started on the 40. Milan kicking it back to Union City with 15 seconds to go. I think we're good this time. It's fielded at the 17. Out of bounds pretty quickly, past the 20, maybe up to the 23. Looks like maybe a gain of 6 on the return. So Union City offensively will be back out with 10 seconds to go first quarter. Logan Puckett on the return. First and 10 for the Golden Tornadoes. See what they can do here. You would think just one play till the end of the quarter. Handoff up the middle. I actually can't tell if Thompson may have kept it. Looks like he did.
He
did. Gain of 3. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, it's Milan 14, Union City 0. The Golden Tornadoes will have it 2nd and 8 to start the second quarter. And we will keep it right here. Take a look at some scores on the Commercial Bank and Trust scoreboard. Several big games going on across West Tennessee tonight. 9:07 left in the second quarter. It's South Gibson trailing Lexington 7-6. 4:19 left in the first quarter. Westview leads Ripley 20-0. Northside leads Hardin County 7-0 with 7:50 to go in the first quarter. Also USJ in action tonight, leading 21-0 against Memphis East. Haywood leads Millington 16-0. Jackson Christian and TCA tonight. A big one in Jackson, 7-7. Big region game.
Tight game.
So we'll keep an eye on the Commercial Bank and Trust scoreboard throughout the night. Give you some updates. Again, we appreciate all of our sponsors, which we'll talk more about at the half, for all they do to bring coverage of Union City football possible to you. Because now Union City will be under center to start quarter number 2. Quick pass from Thompson, incomplete. So now Union City will go left to right on your radio dial with 11:55 to go second quarter, early stages. 3rd and 8 for the Golden Tornadoes. Or 3rd and 7, rather. I tried to short him a yard, Max. You got that's where you got to correct.
That's on me.
You got to correct me, man.
It's on me, man.
You got the better view of the scoreboard. I formation here. Typically not a 7-yard offense. We'll see, though, if they can get it here. Thompson keeps it himself, able to bounce it outside. Breaks the tackle past the 30. Gets to the 33.
Be
and
close.
You got a decision to make if you're Coach Markle. What are you thinking here, Max?
On the 34-yard line, I don't know. I mean, you're down 14. Looks like he's going to keep him on the field, though. I mean, he called that onside kick already, and they've already gone for it on 4th once, so why not one more time?
Are they going to look at this and maybe measure? I mean, I thought it was definitely a yard short.
I do, too.
Yeah. Gain of 6. Max, do I dare say that this is the biggest play of the game for Union City so far?
To this point, I think you'd be right.
4th and 1. 11:35 to go in the first half. Golden Tornadoes trying to catch Milan offsides. I thought they had him in the neutral zone.
I think so, too. They
didn't call it. Thompson fumbles the football, but we got a timeout before the snap. Dunn's Auto Body timeout from Union City. Max.
Very surprised they didn't throw that flag on that play.
Yeah, I thought definitely in the neutral zone.
They had 2 or 3 that jumped.
We talked about our sponsors just a moment ago. We'll read through some of these. And, again, we appreciate them for bringing coverage of Union City football to you, whether you're watching on our stream or listening live on the radio. Appreciate you guys tuning in with us. Herman Jenkins Motors, E&H Refrigeration, who is our game day sponsor, Davis Clothing in Lexington, Domino's Pizza, our pregame meal provider, Tyson Foods of Obion County, Roadrunner Driving School, Home Builder Smart, Jerry Ward Autoplex, The Meat Shop, First Response Security Services, Dunn's Auto Body, and we are in a Dunn's Auto Body timeout currently. Nutrient Ag Solutions is our touchdown sponsor. Again, you've heard from the Commercial Bank and Trust scoreboard. You will continue to hear from that throughout the night. Game stats tonight will be brought to you by Reynolds Brothers Tire Company in Union City and Martin. Our halftime interview will be brought to you by the Union City Board of Education. But tonight, instead of that, we will show the Union City Band. So that will take place at halftime. Defensive stop, Thompson Machinery. Top performer, ARS Roofing, American Roofing Soft Wash. Now back to the action here on 4th and 1. Thompson keeps it himself. He's got enough, and that is a Herman Jenkins Motors first down for the Golden Tornadoes. Gets up to the 39-yard line, 1st and 10, Union City. I'll finish up here because we got a few more we need to read. 5 Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin. Kaiser Pharmacy, Allen Searcy Builders, ATA, or Investment Management, and the City of Union City. We appreciate all those fine sponsors for bringing coverage of Union City football to you here on Froggy 99.3 and the Sports 731 Network. 1st and 10, Union City. 10:52 to go, second quarter. Looking to respond. Thompson under center. Hands it off up the middle. Breaks the tackle outside to the 40, up to the 43-yard line. Should be 2nd and 7 here for Union City. That was actually Crawford. Crawford got the handoff. Senior Adrian Crawford, a guy they can rely on in the backfield as well.
Jordan, going back to that 4th down play, it wasn't a surprise play. It's a play that they've ran all game and just executed well. They got 4, 5, or 6 yards. I can't remember how many it was now, but it was not a surprise play, and they just executed.
Thompson hands it off up the middle once more. This was Smalls, and that's the play you talked about earlier. That they've been all over Smalls.
Yeah, they've been all over the fullback. I don't know if they're keying him and just meeting the quarterback because when they mesh, they don't go far apart. So the quarterback and the fullback are going to be in the same area just about every time on that play.
You just wonder how long until Union City may try something outside with a pitch. Maybe obviously go to Smalls, but then pitch it out possibly to Crawford.
Yeah, get him
but
out
it's
in
all
space.
it's all a read play. You're reading that defensive end. Thompson once more under center in the I formation. Takes a snap, tosses it out. Here it is, trying to get it outside, but not able to. That's Crawford. And now it's 4th and 10, and 4th and 11 rather. I think this is definitely a punt situation for Union City.
Tackle made by number 75, Allen.
So back to the 39-yard line, a loss of 4. 4th and 11 for Union City. The Golden Tornadoes in punt formation with 8:44 and counting to go in the first half. Oh, a fake punt coming. Not sure that they can get this much, but they're going to try to. Out to the 45-50, 45-40 down the sideline. Herman Jenkins Motors first down, Union City. Coach Markle rolls the dice on 4th and 11, and Max, it pays off.
Yeah, he was not lined up as far as punters normally line up, and I thought, well, maybe they're going to fake it, but let's just see, and they ripped one for about 17 yards there.
Yeah, Crawford not as far back as typical. And actually, I think there may have been a guy behind Crawford as well because they snapped it straight to Crawford.
Crawford was lined up as
he?
the deep man. He had somebody in front of him.
So just a good snap to get it to him. Had that lead blocker in front of him. And that formation looked different than the first one, so you'd have thought Milan may have picked up on that. Herman Jenkins Motors first down. Ball on the 41, and Thompson keeps it. What do you think about that aggressive call, though?
Yeah, I mean, they rolled the dice again. I mean, they've been doing that pretty much the whole game. I mean, that Milan had a defender in the area, and Crawford just made a great play and left him.
Yeah, they had a couple guys up to come make that play, but again, they got Crawford with a head of steam. I think that's the biggest thing. A head of steam in space, able to make a man miss. 2nd and 7. Thompson hands it off up the middle to Smalls. And Max, it's crazy to say with only a 2-yard gain, but I think that's the most successful that play's been.
Yeah,
I mean, I really do.
Right.
I really do.
It's been a loss or no gain, I think, every other time. But you mentioned it earlier about getting players out on the outside. I think that even though it was a fake, they did get outside on that play and they had some success. I think that might have been their longest play of the game to this point on 4th and 10.
So 7:20 to go, first half. Union City has it 3rd and 5. Looking to pick up yet another Herman Jenkins Motors first down. We'll see if they can. We have a Dunn's Auto Body timeout on the field. That's the 3rd timeout for Union City, and we'll step aside with them. Again, this is Union City football broadcasting from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth on Froggy 99.3 and the Sports 731 Network.
At Reynolds Brothers Tire Company in Union City and Martin, they carry Cooper, Michelin, and Goodyear tires. They carry all major brands and many private brands too. They even go the extra mile for their customers with a service package that includes road hazard, free fixed flats, and lifetime balancing. Reynolds Brothers, nobody beats their customer service. Reynolds Brothers Tire Company, 400 East Church Street in Union City, and 505 North Lindell Street in Martin.
Back to War Memorial Stadium as Union City has it 3rd and 5 with 7:12 to go in the second quarter. Trailing Milan 14-0. Milan with a great first drive, and then Union City gave them a short field to get their second touchdown. We'll see if the Golden Tornadoes can answer. Thompson tosses it out. Looking at Rumity, able to cut back the other way. Just needs a block up to the 30, 25, 20. 15, 10, 5, touchdown Union City. Crawford, they throw it out to him. You thought he may throw it, but instead changes direction. Goes 36 yards for the Nutrient Ag Solutions touchdown, and Max trying to get creative, but Crawford decided to keep it himself, and he took it the distance.
Right, and he got a great block from his quarterback.
Yeah.
Running out in front of him, blocked 2 guys on his way to the end zone.
So now on for the extra point is Alex Landeros.
You got somebody.
Snap, set, kick is up. Kick is good. I don't think they ever saw him run on the field.
Union City kicked that field goal with 10 players on the field. He had a player running on late. But it went in. That's all you need.
After the 36-yard touchdown from Adrian Crawford, you'll have to remind me, did they throw it out to Crawford?
I think it was a handoff, and he just reversed field. It did look like he was going to throw the ball at one point, but I think he was just switching hands.
Okay.
I think he was just trying to get it in his
left
hand on that other side.
I saw guys out in a route. That's what made me think they may be trying to throw it. But either way, it worked. Crawford goes 36 yards. And it's, they've been very aggressive and been creative on trying different explosive plays.
Yeah, gotten it back to a one-score game.
To get the 11-yard fake punt and then cap that off with a touchdown on that same drive, that's huge for Union City.
Yeah, got it. Like I said, got it back to a 7-point game. Now they can continue to bottle Pete up and maybe get a punt here and tie this game up with 6:58 left to go in the first half.
So Milan will get the football back. Union City, as you mentioned, defensively looking for a big stop here.
Looks like Kelly's back on the field, too. Good to see that after that injury earlier. I think he was on defense, and I missed him, but he was on the field when they scored a touchdown earlier, but he's back deep to return, so it's good to see he's back on the field after that injury.
Yeah, that was definitely a tough-looking fall.
Tried another onside kick,
whistles
but we got a
before.
Flag.
I didn't see what the call was. Let's see if we can get it.
Offsides.
Yeah.
But they did kick another onside. I wonder if they'll try it again, backed up 5 yards.
So the Golden Tornadoes cut into the lead, now backing them up 5 more yards. Gleason trailing South Fulton 7-0 at halftime. Again, South Fulton led by former offensive coordinator for Union City a year ago, Cole Clanton, left here to take the head coaching job at South Fulton. Doing a good job so far, the Red Devils this year.
I think they're undefeated, ain't they? Yeah. So they're down 7-0 to Gleason.
No, they're up 7-0.
Oh, up
7.
Okay.
7, yeah. So kickoff coming once more. Landeros, short kick, caught at the 45 and down there. That was caught by number 21 for Milan. If I could find my...
Jalen Vincent.
Jalen Vincent, okay. I don't know what happened to my Milan roster. Maybe it'll...
You can have mine, man.
I think you got 2.
Oh, yeah, you did hand me yours earlier.
Or did you take it?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe
we got the right roster for Milan, too.
I'll say this. We're 2 fill-ins. I was laughing at the intro. Mike Hutchins was on with us the first segment of the Tornado pregame show. And the intro says, the voice of the Golden Tornadoes, Chuck Hammer, lead analyst Eddie Suter. And I said, shocker to you guys, neither one of us are on the call. Neither one of them are on the call tonight. So you're stuck with us. Summers back to throw. Down the middle of the field looking for a big play and just short. Incomplete.
Receiver fell down on the play, too.
Yeah, and I thought he may try to adjust to come back to catch that, but just short there.
Summers tried to put some touch on that, and I think he put just a little too much, and it ended up being short.
And the good news for Union City is you're already at 2nd and long. So
definitely need that after the onside kick.
Yeah. So 45-yard line of Union City. Going in for Milan, 2nd and 10. 6:50 to go, second quarter. Summers takes the hands it off up the middle, rather. Takes the snap and hands it off up the middle. I believe that was Pete. Pete grabs 2. So it'll be 3rd and 8. And once again, you would assume, Max, that this is 4-down territory. But you do have them at a 3rd and 8.
Jordan, if this is an incomplete pass here, I think Milan thinks about punting it and pinning them deep.
But I think we're going to know pretty quickly what they're thinking. If they run here, I think they're thinking 2 downs.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
And they do have the running back to do that, and Pete. So wouldn't be shocked if they do hand it off.
2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. I think it may be play action and rolling Summers right. Now just a straight drop back. Summers looking to throw. Got a man wide open down the sideline. It's caught. Was he in bounds?
They're going to call it a catch.
It was a catch.
I think he could have stayed in bounds. I don't know if he knew where he was on the field.
And the referee coming back to the 12 or 13-yard line. He's checking with the official. The back judge is going to tell him where he went out of bounds, which is definitely interesting here. I mean, obviously enough, it was a catch and it was a first down. Let's see where they put the football. Put it on the 8. Now, I'm not going to complain here, Max, but I'm saying the back judge underneath the field goal post made that call where that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know where the sideline ref was at. He was wide open. I mean, I thought he could have stayed in bounds, but luckily he ran out. Maybe they can still put up a fight.
Hand off to Pete this time for a couple, but just find it kind of – I think it's tough to make a spot there. I think he caught the football, but –
yeah. Maybe he's got 20/20 vision like me. That's why they deferred to him.
I do know this. He's a Tennessee fan because he was on the flight with me to Atlanta for the opener. Same ref. Same guy.
Great game.
Pretty cool. I noticed that when he came out tonight. And he told me on that day he was a high school referee. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 6. 5:11 to go first half. Summers once again in the shotgun. Hands it off up the middle to Pete. Pete into the end zone from 6 yards out. Touchdown, Milan.
Looked like the play he scored on earlier. Probably
Very
the same
similar
play. Just a breakdown in coverage on that third and long play is the result of that touchdown. Had a wide open receiver. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
So with 5:03 to go in the second quarter, pending the extra point here, snap, set, kick is up, flag is down. Kick is good, but there is a flag. Maybe an offsides. It's in the area.
Well, we got an illegal,
illegal formation.
We're going to have to kick it again.
Coach Markle going to back him up, make him re-kick it.
We got another penalty. It looks like we do. Might be on Comer.
Is it a sideline warning? Or did Comer
I
come
think
all the way out?
He was on the field.
Maybe a sideline
I
warning.
think so. Yeah, sideline warning.
So sideline warning on Milan after the illegal formation. So it'll be 5 yards deeper for the extra point here.
Correction, I don't think that was Comer. Comer wears a tie when he coaches football games, and that guy had a purple polo on, so I don't think that was him.
So the extra point is up, and the extra point is good. So with 5:03 to go in the second quarter, it's now Milan leading Union City 21-7. So the Golden Tornadoes will get the football back, looking to respond. And Max, ideally, you're getting the football to start the second half. You're down 2 touchdowns right now. You want to put together a 5 minutes and 3 second drive.
Yeah, don't give Milan another opportunity to score before half, so you can maybe tie the game with the first drive of the third quarter.
Right. Go score, but make it take 5:03. Unless
they do have the offense to do that.
They do. Unless it's a big play. Obviously, you'll take a touchdown any way you can get it. You will take it any way you can get it tonight. If Coach Markle knew they were going to score on the kickoff return, I promise you he'd take it.
I believe so. And he would probably kick an onside kick again. He's done that 2 times now, so I think that's going to be the theme. If they score tonight, they're going to try to get the ball right back.
So whistled in here for the kickoff. Union City will get the football back. Kickoff return team making some adjustments. Kickoff here. Fielded at the 24 and down. May give him the 25. I think they will just because that's where the ball was.
First and 10, Union City from the Union City 25.
So first and 10, Golden Tornadoes.
Back judge didn't make that call.
First and 10, Golden Tornadoes. 5:03 to go, first half. Trailing 21-7. Again, looking for a big drive here as they will get the football coming out of the half. Thompson, under center. Takes a snap, hands it off up the middle, dancing around. Not much there. That looked to be Crawford. A loss of a yard, maybe 2 yards.
Tackle made by number 55, Smith.
And stay tuned at the half. Union City Band will perform. We will have that coverage live here for you. Max, just like the football team and the cheerleaders, the band also puts in a lot of work. Need to be recognized.
I'm just here, man.
You're just
hanging out with you, calling the game.
Right. Thompson hands it off up the middle. That looks like it was Smalls this time. Able to get a couple yards. Actually, Puckett's in the game at fullback. Every time I get confident that I think I know, because I see Thompson, or I'll see Crawford out on the edge, and I'll see Thompson in the backfield, I'm like, it's got to be Smalls.
Yeah.
And they throw Logan Puckett in the game.
I think they're doing that on purpose, Jordan, just to confuse you. I don't think it's got anything to do with the game. I think they're just trying to make you look silly.
I think Coach Markle can hear my headset.
Yeah.
I think you're right. No, he's got bigger things to worry about here. Trying to put together this drive here. 3rd and long for Union City. Thompson keeps it himself off the edge. Breaks a tackle past the 30 to around the 33. And once again, it's decision time for Coach Markle. Now, you know you're getting the football out of the half. Do you want to give Milan a short field here if you don't get it on 4th down?
They've already gone for it once right here in this same area, so it wouldn't shock me if they did.
So, yeah, going for it again, keeping the offense on the field.
Smalls checked back in, too, so we'll see what happens.
3:15 to go in the first half. It's now Thompson. Under center once more. I formation. Takes a snap, keeps it himself. Not going to be much there, and he slips and falls. He may have gotten to the 34, but it's going to be short. So 1st down, Milan. So Milan now has an opportunity to flip the script here and go get 7 of their own. But Union City's looking for a Thompson Machinery defensive stop here late in the first half. Try to get back off the field. Great crowd here tonight at Union City. Look throughout the game for the Kaiser Pharmacy fan cam. See if you know some folks in the stands. Appreciate them coming out and supporting the Golden Tornadoes. Handoff up the middle. For a couple yards, that was Kelly.
Number 2, Kelly, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 51, Dayton Buckley.
Buckley.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 from the 30.
Buckley comes up once more, Max. We talked about it pregame with Mike. Buckley's been a force defensively. He's in on a lot of plays, and you've seen that tonight as well. Coming up from that linebacker spot. So now you're looking at 2nd and 7 for Milan. Summers takes a snap. Able to scramble here.
Ooh.
Falls down and takes a big hit. And they're going to throw the flag here probably for targeting. But I didn't see much there. I thought that was a good hit.
I thought it was a nice hit, too. What do you do as a defender if a ball carrier is falling down or lowering their head? I mean, what are you supposed to do? Just don't agree with the targeting call sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes.
We'll see if they wave it off or if they call it.
This crowd not happy with that call.
So it'd be 15-yard penalty here. He said half the distance, but it wasn't inside the 20, and then the referee did mark off 15. So it is a big penalty there. It goes all the way down to the 14. I don't like it either. I think Summers was falling. Wasn't much you could do if you're the defender there. 1st and 10, Milan. Summers back to throw once more. A lot of pressure. He's scrambling out to his right. Slings it near the end zone. Off the face mask of the receiver. And Max's hands were just a little bit slow, and we got flags late. I think this
looks to be on Union City. It might be a taunting penalty, unfortunately.
So that will be a half the distance. So it should be on the 7-yard line from here. It's on the 14, if it is that penalty that you mentioned. Milan is now in the First Response Security Services red zone.
After the play, unsportsmanlike defense. Have possession, shoot it up.
Yep.
Replay first down.
Yeah, ball on the 7. So,
self-inflicted there, and after getting great pressure on the quarterback and forcing an incomplete pass, it's just not something you can have. It's back-to-back plays they've gotten pressure on him too, or at least gotten to him.
2nd and 3 after the half the distance penalty. Summers in the shotgun, hands it off to Pete. Pete gallops into the end zone for a Milan touchdown. Is that 3 touchdowns tonight for Pete?
I believe so. I think that's his 3rd one.
So Pete scores from 7 yards out. 1:43 to go, pending the extra point. It's Milan 27, Union City 7. And we got a flag on the extra point. We'll see what this one is. Encroachment against Union City, so half the distance. Make this extra point shorter. Extra point coming from Milan. Snap, set, kick is up. Kick is good. So with 1:43 to go in the first half, it's Milan 28, Union City 7. We'll step aside for a break. You're listening to Union City Football, broadcasting from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth on Froggy 99.3 and the Sports 731 Network.
At Orr Investment Management, we believe everyone deserves a clear path to their goals. Jamie Orr and his team have offered personalized securities and advisory services tailored to your unique needs for nearly 20 years. Take the necessary steps to secure your financial future today. Visit Orr Investment Management at 1208 Edward Street in Union City or 849 Volunteer Drive in Paris. Your future is our focus. Securities and advisory services offered through LBL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC.
Looking to take your business to the next level? ATA, your trusted tax, advisory, and accounting firm, is here to help. From tax planning to client accounting services to advisory and assurance, ATA has you covered. Contact ATA today at 731-885-3661 or visit ATA.net. With locations across Tennessee, Kentucky, Arkansas, and Mississippi, ATA is ready to serve you wherever you are. Choose ATA for all your accounting needs. Let's amplify your business together.
Back here on WWGY Fulton, Froggy 99.3 in Union City. As we get ready for the kickoff. Back to Union City here late in the first half. Fielded by Buckley. 25 to the 30, down to the 31-yard line on the kickoff return. Gain of about 11 there on the return.
Number 8, Logan Puckett on the return.
Actually, Puckett. I got that time I knew who it was. I just said the wrong last name. That's what that was. I knew it was 8. I just looked at the wrong last name on the roster. Buckley is the big defensive player, number 51 for Union City. That was Puckett on the return. So ball on the 31-yard line. 1st and 10, Union City. Going to look for a quick drive here to end the first half to try to cut into this lead before halftime. Really try to steal 14. Go get one here and try to get one out of the first half break as well. Thompson keeps it himself on the right-hand side. Bounces outside past the 35 to the 37. This will be 2nd and about 4. Gain of 6 and 120 and counting to go here late first half. And you would think, Max, you got to have a little bit of urgency here offensively.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're in any kind of a hurry to get on the ball. Still in the huddle. 20 seconds have gone by.
Trying to be quick here. Not able to so far. See if that changes here. It's Union City now on the ball with Thompson. Thompson back to throw. Throws it down the right sideline. Going to be a little bit too far. That'll be out of bounds. Incomplete. But you don't see them try to throw it much.
Speaking of throwing, there's a flag on the field.
Here comes the flag.
Good ball. Unsportsmanlike. Offense.
Another unsportsmanlike penalty on Union City. Coach Markle very upset here on the sideline. We'll see if Union City can make those corrections in the second half, but now you're way behind the sticks. And, Max, I dare say now with 46 seconds left in the half, I think you just try to get to halftime without giving the ball back to Milan or creating any kind of.
You put the ball on the ground here, it's Milan could go up even more.
I mean, I'm not saying don't run a play. What I mean is I probably wouldn't try to throw it across the middle of the field or throw it down deep. Maybe try something outside. I don't know if I'd try a toss because that could lead to the fumble. It did the first time they tried that, but we'll see what happens. Crawford, or rather Thompson under center. Throws it back. Now back to Thompson. Thompson looking to run outside to the 40, 45, or rather 25, 30. Sorry, I'd gotten used to being past the 30 before the penalty. Looks like he got out of bounds.
Let's see. About the original line of scrimmage. About where he ran out there.
Okay, so now it's 4th down and 11. I think you have to punt here. You don't want to give Milan the football back on a short field with 34 seconds. Looks like they're going to.
Does look that way.
So punt coming from Union City. They're down to 10 seconds on the play clock. Needing to get this one off pretty quickly. Now down to 8 seconds. Don't want to give too much more yardage. Don't need to delay a game. And now the punt is off. And the punt is going to go out of bounds. I think it went out of bounds up around the 47. We'll see where they spot. Now they're going to say it went out sooner than that. He's still walking. That's no. Okay, 37. They gave the back judge the opportunity to make that call. I've seen a couple things that have been a little bit different than what I'm used to seeing from Cruz, but nonetheless, usually it's the sideline referee that makes that call. But hey, whatever works. 1st and 10 on the 37.
I think all people ask for in that situation is just for the call to be correct.
Yeah.
I don't think they care how people do it.
27 seconds left. First half. Now quick throw out past midfield. Diving forward to the 49-yard line of Union City. Clock still running down to 22 seconds. And Milan could try to get in field goal range here. They do have a kicker. We'll watch. Summers back to throw. Throws it out in the flat to Pete. Pete past the 40. Breaks the tackle to the 35 and out of bounds. Inside the 35, and a late hit's going to come, Max. And that's going to tack on 15 more. He hit him after he was out of bounds. Out of bounds near the 34-yard line.
Another costly,
so what did that put?
Costly penalty.
15 yards, that's 19-yard line? That is correct. Ball on the 19. Now, just like that, with 10 seconds left, the ball's in the red zone. The first
I think they're going to try to run another play, too.
Yeah,
they're going to try to run another play. I think they've got
I think they're going to try to
score.
score.
A timeout yet this half? Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts. So
I think they're going to try to throw it to the end zone a couple times. Summers back to throw down the middle of the field to Pete. Incomplete.
Great play.
And Pete was open. But coming across there,
Smalls
did a good job defensively. Now 4.9, and now here comes the field goal unit. So So 36-yard field goal coming for Milan. See who the kicker is. Can we cheat and look and see who the kicker is here on the roster? Because I can't see a number yet. 31. 31 is Pennington, the freshman kicker. Snap, set, kick is up. That's going to be short. Kick is no good, and that will take us to the end of the first half. Union City will get the football to start the second half, but at the end of the first half, it's Milan 28, Union City 7. This is Union City football, broadcasting from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth on Froggy 99.3 and the Sports 731 Network.
There's a special feeling you get when you get to the football stadium in a small town on Friday night. It's a feeling of pride in your team, a love for your community. A lot of community pride rests on its athletic teams. In Union City, we feel that pride in our teams, our schools, and in our people. Join us. Be part of what makes this a great place to live. A tradition of excellence in academics and athletics from the city of Union City.
For decades, Commercial Bank and Trust Company has been the bedrock of our community. When it comes to doing business, we have perfected the art. I'm Greg Dozier, and I'm proud to be part of a community bank that prioritizes its customers above all else. To us, you're not just a number, you're family. At Commercial Bank, we promise an experience that leaves you smiling and fully satisfied. Your financial well-being is our top priority, because when it comes to banking, your choice matters. Choose Commercial Bank and Trust Company today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Got a leaky roof? Missing shingles? Or maybe it's time for a total roof replacement. No matter what your roofing needs, KB with ARS Roofing has you covered. From repairs and cleaning to full roof replacements and preservation, ARS Roofing is your trusted local expert, serving all of West Tennessee and Western Kentucky. Protect your biggest investment, your home, with the quality and care you deserve. Call ARS Roofing today at 731-636-9700 and schedule a free quote. ARS Roofing, making roofs look great again.
Accidents, dents, and dings happen. And when they do, bring your vehicle to Dunn's Auto Body, proudly serving the area since 1963. Our family-owned business provides top-quality repairs you can trust. Our technicians are ready to restore your vehicle to its best. We are open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4. Come see us at 1318 Stad Avenue or call us for a quote at 731-885-0535. Dunn's Auto Body. Get it done and get it done right. Celebrating 45 years in business, E&H Refrigeration is your trained comfort specialist. We are Northwest Tennessee's heating and cooling experts with locations in Martin and Paris. If you're in need of a new Trane HVAC system, we have you covered. Give E&H Refrigeration a call today in Martin at 731-587-9675 or in Paris at 731-407-9121. Let us bring you comfort you deserve with the quality you count on. E&H Refrigeration, your trained dealer.
When you're craving the perfect cut, steaks that sizzle, savory sliced bacon, fresh salmon, juicy pork chops, and the tastiest chicken around, head to the meat shop in Union City. Need dinner and a snap? Grab frozen meals and fresh vegetables too. Always the perfect cut, always friendly service. Located at 1106 South 1st Street in Union City. Come to the meat shop. It's what's for dinner.
Back here to War Memorial Stadium as you see the Golden Tornado Marching Band making their way onto the field. We will carry that performance for you here at the half. And again, at halftime, it's Union City trailing Milan 28-7. Jordan Taylor and Max Johnson been on the call with you here tonight. And again, just real quick, want to shout out Communications Director Mike Hutchins for joining us in the first segment of the Tornado pregame show tonight as we talked all things Union City. So what adjustments tonight, specifically here, obviously here at the halftime, Max, do you want to see Union City make going into the second half?
A big one I think that would help is the penalties. They killed them at the end of that, both of those drives, both of those touchdowns. The Well, they didn't score a touchdown before half, but they got into the red zone, and that was almost a disaster. But the drive before that, they had a couple of penalties too, which allowed Pete to get into the end zone for the third time.
Yeah, that's you got to make adjustments, specifically on Pete in that second half if you want a good opportunity to come away with the win. While we got some time here, I want to thank our sponsors who make coverage of Union City sports possible to bring to you here on Froggy 99.3 and the Sports 731 Network. Those sponsors include Herman Jenkins Motors, E&H Refrigeration, who is our game day sponsor tonight, Davis Clothing in Lexington, Domino's Pizza, Tyson Foods of Obion County, Roadrunner Driving School, Home Builders Mart, Jerry Ward Autoplex, The Meat Shop, First Response Security Services, Dunn's Auto Body, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Commercial Bank and Trust, and we'll take a look at the Commercial Bank and Trust scoreboard here in a moment, Reynolds Brothers Tire Company in Union City and Martin, the Union City Board of Education, Thompson Machinery, and Union City came up with a Thompson Machinery defensive stop there to end the half.
They did.
Keep up that
They did.
field goal. Able to hold them to a field goal, and then obviously no points were scored as they missed it. American Roofing Soft Wash, ARS Roofing, as well as 5 Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin, Kaiser Pharmacy, Allen Searcy Builders, ATA, or Investment Management, and the City of Union City. All sponsors of Union City football here on Froggy 99.3 and the Sports 731 Network, as I think we are moments away from getting ready for the live halftime band performance for the Union City Marching Band. Again, put in a lot of work, just like the football team, for their performance. So we will carry that here for you. Just a moment. So right now it looks like they're testing the electric guitar. Can't beat the sound of electric guitar there, Max.
Yeah, I don't think is that something that Union City does. I don't know if I've seen that before.
I don't know. I think
this may be a special performance, or maybe all of you watching can comment on the live and tell me what they do.
Again, Jordan Taylor, Max Johnson broadcasting tonight from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth. Typically Chuck Hammer and Eddie Suter is who has the call, but Chuck is traveling this weekend. Eddie's out with his son Toby, who had a play tonight, which is obviously very important to be at. So you got 2 fill-ins.
We apologize, but we're doing the best we can.
We're doing the best we can. 2025 production here coming from the Union City Band momentarily. We will get to see the halftime performance for Union City. Myron Abbott is the drum major. He says his band is ready for performance. So we will carry that here on Froggy 99.3 and the Sports 731 Network.
nothing but a lie.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Union City Golden Tornado Marching Band.
When you're on the hunt for the perfect vehicle, what are the things you're looking for? Is it brand, features, color, size, or something else? The good thing is Herman Jenkins Motors can help you find that vehicle that checks all the boxes for you. With multiple brands to choose from, such as Chevrolet and GMC, their staff will work hand in hand with you to make the car buying process as easy as possible. And their service department will take good care of your car after the purchase. Visit them today in Union City or online at hermanjenkins.com.
Northwest Tennessee and Western Kentucky, it's time for a career change, and we know the perfect place for you. Tyson Foods in Obion County. Tyson Foods is hiring, and it's easy to apply. Just stop by and see the friendly staff at the Tyson Foods Hiring Center in Union City. Tyson is currently hiring for general production and many other positions, and they are looking to fill all shifts. Come see the team at the Tyson Hiring Center, located off Reelfoot Avenue in Union City. The Hiring Center is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Come be a part of the Tyson team. Tyson Foods is an equal opportunity employer, including disability and veterans.
From custom application, precision ag, plant health products, seed varieties, financing, and more, we have it all. Here at Nutrient Ag Solutions, we're here for every kind of grower and every kind of operation. By providing these innovative tools, we help you be prepared for the ag industry of tomorrow. Contact your local Nutrient Ag Solutions to discover all the ways we can serve you and your operation. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook at Nutrient Ag Solutions TN-WKY.
Looking sharp has never been easier. Five Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin has all the brand names he wants. Suits, jackets, sportswear, shoes, and the right accessories. Getting married or going to the prom? Five Seasons Men's Shop has formal wear that fits perfectly. And with your purchase, Five Seasons will wrap your gift for free. That's Five Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin, with their friendly one-on-one service from true professionals. You'll walk in a man and walk out the man.
Your business is unique, so protecting it should be tailor-made. Unlike those one-size-fits-all nationwide security companies, First Response Security Services offers custom solutions tailored to your organization's needs. We even work around any stipulation you have. First Response actually sends real people to support you. You're not just a number in a database. You get the personal touch and real local support whenever you need it. Serving Northwest Tennessee for 15 years. Call us today.
A good foundation. At Allen Searcy Builder Contractors, they know that it's the essential part of having a successful project, but it's also an important element in each relationship with their clients. Understanding and protecting the interests of each business they serve is why Allen Searcy continues to be the source for major commercial projects in our area for over 40 years. Allen Searcy Builder Contractors can help you with your project from concept and design all the way to construction. Call 885-7633 or go to allensearcy.com.
Back to War Memorial Stadium. Halftime here, about 4 minutes and some change until we get ready to start the second half of action. Jordan Taylor and Max Johnson broadcasting from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth with you here tonight. As the Golden Tornadoes are looking in the second half, Max, to obviously get in the football, but take advantage of getting the football with that first drive and go down and try to cut into this lead a little bit.
I think they're going to have to do what we talked about, maybe get it on the outside. That's the only time they've scored a touchdown tonight. I know he kind of reversed field, but he got into the end zone on that play, and he made something happen in open space. So open space may be the better way to say that.
Yeah.
But I think they need to get their athletes in space and let them make plays.
Yeah, that's going to be a key here in the second half, is see if they can create some explosive plays. They need some chunk plays. They need some plays to be able to go to that, obviously would, pick up some chunk yardage as they're down 28-7 here, starting the second half here momentarily. We'll see what the Union City Golden Tornadoes can come up with. Obviously, we've seen a chunk of Thompson and the quarterback run. We've seen a lot of that. We've seen dosage of smalls at times. We've seen several other players get involved for Union City, as they're just going to continue to try to, use everybody. I think obviously Crawford is another guy that's made some big plays. He had the touchdown run, the third,
and the fake punt. That was him as well.
Yeah, so 36-yard touchdown. The only touchdown Union City has was Adrian Crawford. So, do you expect to see more of the same from those guys in this second half?
I would think so. They're the only ones that have really gotten the ball. So unless they're looking to just completely change things up, I fully expect those same players are going to get the football and try to make some plays and get into the end zone and make this game a little bit more respectable than it is right now. They had a chance to make a stop, and penalties just got the best of them there right before half, and just need to clean that up a little bit to get back in this football game.
We'll see if they can do just that. Again, before the break, it was a great performance from Union City's band. Actually, they stopped for a second and got the applause, and they kind of hit
it's like an encore.
The encore there, yeah.
Encore.
Yeah. That was a good performance by them. Obviously, have put a lot into that, so it's good to see the Tornado Marching Band be able to be showcased here at halftime. So what adjustments, obviously you talked about Union City, what adjustments would you like to see from Milan, if there are any, going into the second half?
Don't know if I really have any. I think you continue to get the ball to Pete. I know they've kind of slowed him down. He had a couple of explosive runs down near the goal line at the 10 when he got in, but he also caught some passes, and just getting him in open space, just try to get him the ball.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the key for Milan in the second half, is to use Pete more and to be able to use him in creative ways. Obviously, they've done that so far in this game. You said he's got 3 touchdowns. I'm trusting your math there.
All on the ground, yeah.
And the other touchdown was a pass play to Johnson, right? Cordarius Johnson, the slant, the very first touchdown of the game.
That's correct. They faked it.
Knowledge.
Yeah.
That's tired knowledge too, by the way. That's
–
running on minimum sleep. Obviously, I will shout out my wife. I know that's kind of you guys are here to watch a football game, to listen to a football game, but my wife birthed our second child a week ago today. My son's a week old. Graham Dale Taylor was brought into this world, and my wife is really a freaking superhero is what I'll say, and I'll say it just like that because it was amazing to watch that. And obviously big sis Sylvie's doing a great job at home helping out with Mom and Graham tonight, and also my mother-in-law Zondra's helping out as well, so appreciate them letting me step away for a little while, as he's just a week old, but made the trek up here to Union City to call this one, so just wanted to shout her out real quick. She wasn't expecting that probably, but I feel like I needed to do that. So
you're getting a much-needed break and maybe trying to get some brownie points at home.
That's
right.
It
sounds like, but really, man, congratulations. I'm proud for you. First grandson, too, so I know the grandparents are fired up.
Yeah, first grandson on either side is on my side with my parents, grandbaby number 4. The first 3 were girls. My brother has 2 girls, and I've got a girl and a boy now, so excited about the future with those 2. And, again.
3.
Yeah.
Don't forget your daughter.
Yeah, well, I said 2 with those 2 kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my 2 kids.
Yeah.
And my brother's 2 kids as well. So, and speaking of my brother, we'll say this, the Commercial Bank scoreboard at the half, it was Lexington leading South Gibson 10-6. And if you're a Milan fan listening to this, you may want to hear that because you may be watching to hear, or maybe wanting to hear what the South Gibson score is. I know you played ball, I played ball, and you're always wanting to know what your rival's doing too.
Oh, yeah.
So
Always keeping
you want
tabs.
to keep up with
And
that. So.
And it doesn't change no matter what level of football you're at. I mean, Tennessee wants to know what Alabama's doing,
That's
vice
right.
versa. They want to know what Georgia's doing. This year, I don't know if the Titans know what's going on with anything, but they want to know what the Colts and the Texans are doing. But yeah, you're always keeping tabs on your rivals to see how things are going in other games.
Yeah, so we'll see if Lexington can hold on. And right as I said that, I get standed correctly there is stand corrected by my father, who just texted me and said that South Gibson's taking the 13-10 lead in the second half. So not that he's watching. I just think that was a good timely text because he's at that game. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Some other games across West Tennessee, there were some big ones tonight, a good lineup of games to look at.
Yeah, that TCA and
Jackson
Christian game, yeah.
That's another one that we've been wanting to keep an eye on tonight. Just looking across West Tennessee, Gleason trails South Fulton 14-0 at the end of the third quarter, so they're going into the fourth quarter there. 5:59 left in the third. We just talked about it. South Gibson takes a 13-10 lead on Lexington. That game's at Lexington. Haywood leading Millington 44-0 with 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. At the half, it was Covington leading Bolivar 41-0, so that one will be a running clock second half. Another running clock game here. Peabody all over Halls 42-0 at halftime in Trenton tonight, on senior night as well in Trenton. Tipton Rosemark is leading Fayette Academy 42-7. Lake County leads West Carroll 37-6. That game at the half. Other score for you right down the road at Hardy Graham Stadium at the half. It's Westview leading Ripley 55-0. Dyer County leads Chester County 28-7 at the half. Another score for you, and this one's a little bit of a shocker. Now, typically this team historically is pretty good. They're down this year. But Northside only leading Hardin County 21-14. So that's something. 21-6 now. 21-6. Correction there underneath that tweet. But still, Hardin County hanging around in that game, and Hardin County is down this year. JCM bouncing back tonight, up 28-0 on Gibson County right now. And again, those scores are brought to you by Commercial Bank and Trust. And we'll keep an eye on all those games across West Tennessee as we continue our action here at Union City. So how about that? The Tigers have bounced back right away, 17-13. So I got a text at 8:33 that Lexington was down 13-10. At 8:35, I got a text that Lexington was up 17-13. So
back and
in
forth,
2
it
minutes,
sounds like.
yeah,
Back and forth.
big game for Coach Carr. Coach Carr, a former UT Martin quarterback back in the day.
Played at
Hardy
McKenzie. Graham Stadium.
Yeah, played at McKenzie, then played at UT Martin. Also called the Westview playoff game for us last year.
Yeah,
color commentator.
Yeah, he did. The Gyersburg or Covington game or both? I can't remember.
But
did you happen to name your son after Graham Stadium, or where'd Graham come from?
That's always been our favorite boy name. So, yeah. So that's now we did make a sign for his room that says Graham Stadium. So that's kind of cool, especially since I'm an alumni of UT Martin.
I as well.
You as well, that's right. A little bit older than me, though. We won't tell nobody.
Yeah, that's all right.
Kickoff to Union City to start the second half, and this one goes off the leg of the Union City player and goes straight to Milan. So the fumble right away off the muffed kickoff, and Milan has the football. And honestly, Max, that was set up a little bit different than most of their kickoffs so far. I think they may have been targeting to kick to that guy. Like, hey, let's kick it to this guy.
Maybe they knew he was going to miss it. I mean, that's the second time they put the ball on the ground, unfortunately, for the Golden Tornadoes. And Milan has great field position yet again to start their drive.
So 1st and 10 for Milan at the 35-yard line of Union City. Summers back to throw. Throws across the middle of the field to start the second half. And good coverage on the back end, as that was really good defense, as they were looking for the chunk play right after the turnover to start the second half.
Not that great of a throw either, but it was very good coverage.
Very good coverage. And again, Summers, we talked about it in the pregame. I think we talked a little bit about it in the first quarter. But Summers was the quarterback here a year ago. Made the transfer over to Milan in the offseason. And obviously is wanting to play with a little chip on his shoulder. He's missed some throws tonight, though, but he's a good quarterback nonetheless.
Yeah, they got a little bit of pressure on him that second drive.
Handoff up the middle to Kelly. Bouncing it outside. Wasn't much inside, and we got an injured Tornado down. He's looking to fight through this. Does that look like it was Buckley that was fighting a little bit of an injury? Buckley, of course, the big defensive player for Union City. Third and 4 for Milan. We'll see if the Bulldogs can convert it. We'll see if Union City can come up with a big third down stop. We got a flag on the play. False start against Milan, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Jordan, with as many flags that we've had tonight, we might need to add a
Flag
laundry
sponsor.
on the field sponsor.
We did have one year. We might have to look into that. Speaking of sponsors, we appreciate all those fine sponsors for making coverage possible here tonight. And anywhere we go, that's the beauty of this. We travel with Union City when they go on the road. In fact, a few weeks ago, went to Crittenden County, Kentucky. First time our crew's ever been there. I know we got a road trip later in the year to Jackson, to JCM. And they got a new field which opened tonight, Hub City Central. So Union City will get to play on that new turf in Jackson in a couple weeks. That'll be a big game as well in region play. Summers in the shotgun, takes a snap, back to throw. Dodges a man. Is he going to run it? Yes, he is. Gets outside to the 30 and out of bounds at the 28. It's going to be close. No, it's going to be a couple yards short. I thought it was a little closer than that. But it is fourth down, and obviously this is a down that you would expect, or a position on the field, rather, that you would expect Milan to go for it. 11:20 to go, third quarter. Milan up 28-7.
A little long for the freshman kicker, so the offense is going to stay on the field. Maybe try to draw him off sides.
Summers play action pass looking for Johnson. That's incomplete. Good coverage once more. And that's a Thompson Machinery defensive stop for Union City. And it'll go back to the Golden Tornadoes. First and 10, Union City. 11:17 to go in the third quarter. Thompson under center. Hands it off to the second man through. That looks like it might have been Smalls. That's actually not Smalls. Once more, that was Crawford.
Faked it to the fullback that time and then handed it to the running back.
The second guy, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see that often. Worked for a gain of 7. Second and 3 for Union City. Thompson brings the man in motion. Takes the snap. Hands it off once again up the middle. Once again to Crawford. Able to get maybe a yard. So now third and short. Allen made the play up front. So third and short for Union City. And now Milan's looking to come up with a defensive stop. Thompson. Under center again. Brings the man in motion. And we got a false start coming on Union City, which is going to make this 3rd and 6 instead of 3rd and 1. That's a killer, Max. That's one that really, really hurts you. You had it 3rd and short.
Exactly what we talked about at halftime. Got to cut the penalties out, and just only a 5-yard penalty that time, but it is on 3rd down, so very important and costly penalty. Let's see if they can pick up this 3rd down anyway.
3rd and 6 for Union City. Can they find a way to pick up the Herman Jenkins Motors first down here? Once again, stoppage on the field. I think this will be a Dunn's Auto Body timeout on the field for Union City. So for Union City here, obviously want to talk over this 3rd down. And you just wonder, Max, is this 2 plays here? I mean, is it too early? You're down 21. It's 3rd and 6. Are you thinking 2 plays to get a first down here?
I think so. I mean, ideally they pick it up on 3rd down, but I think at this point in the game, you've got to. Milan has basically started right here every drive anyway. I mean, you could flip the field here. Defense has played well at times when Milan doesn't have a short field to work with. You may think about punting the ball here, but Union City needs points. They're down 21. They like to run the football. I think they go for it if it's 4th and short.
We'll see if they'll need to go for it, or we'll see if they need to make that decision on 4th down. Is this 3rd and 6 here? Thompson, under center, takes a snap, keeps it himself, bounces it outside to the 37, 38 maybe. They may have given him the 30. No, it's 37. Be 4th and 1.
No, they're giving him the first down.
They are. They said the ball went across the 38-yard line. So Herman Jenkins Motors first down for Union City. The problem here, though, is without chunk plays, you're down 21. Obviously, you're grateful for the first down. And
don't have to make that decision we were talking about earlier.
It's taken, this drive's already looking at almost 3 minutes. You're down 21 points. I would think you got to eventually have some chunk plays in the second half. Thompson hands it off up the middle. That could be one there. Breaks the tackle. Looking to get outside 45, 50, 45, and out of bounds at the 44. And right on cue, a huge play for Union City for a Herman Jenkins Motors first down. Adrian Crawford, who earlier in the game we saw change direction and flip the field and go to the other side, and that's exactly what he did that time. Changes direction, goes to the other side of the field, and picks up a big first down.
Speak it into existence, Mr. Taylor.
That's what I'll try to do.
Chunk play. Again, athletes in open space, they make plays, and that's exactly what happened right there on that first down.
8:37 to go, third quarter. 28-7 Milan. But Union City in business in Milan territory. Thompson keeps it up the middle for about 6, maybe 7. And I think that might have been a busted play. He turned around looking for the back. Nobody was there, and he just kind of dove forward. I mean, momentum was taking him forward, but I don't know if you saw the same or not. But
I'll take 6 yards on a busted play anytime.
You're in the analyst position. You're supposed to tell me when I'm wrong. You've been doing that a lot tonight, actually. We should have like a button, when I say the wrong number.
Yeah, that sticks you or shocks you. Yeah, maybe you learn.
Thompson, once again, under center. Drops the football. Is he able to get back on it? This would be a killer if he wasn't. He got back on it. Dropped the snap. Didn't look like a bad snap. Maybe just couldn't corral it. So it goes from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 4.
It's probably the second or third time that's happened tonight. Not sure if they have a new center tonight, but if that is the case, then that could be the issue. Sometimes if you get a new center with a quarterback, there's exchange issues and the ball gets on the turf.
So it is 3rd and 4, 7:20 to go. in the third quarter. This is a big third down for Union City. Thompson keeps it himself. Fighting forward. There is a flag that comes in on the far sideline. I don't know what the call is. No, they picked it up. So no flag. I think that may have fallen out of his pocket over there.
Accidental, maybe.
Yeah, Milan sideline. He reached down to pick something up.
Don't see the referees change their mind very often, Jordan, so it probably fell out of his pocket.
Herman Jenkins Motors first down for Union City. And Golden Tornadoes trying to cut into this lead. Try to get it from 21 to 14. Thompson hands it off up the middle. Gave it to Crawford. Crawford trying to make something happen. They blew the whistle with forward progress, but he nearly spun out of that. So 2nd and 11 now. Second and 11, 6:05 and counting to go third quarter. Big play here from Union City. Thompson keeps himself up the middle. Not much there. Now down to 5:43 to go in the third quarter, but Union City's facing a 3rd and 7. Golden Tornadoes looking to cap off what would be a huge drive. And Max, one they've had for majority. They've had the ball for majority of this third quarter.
Yeah, after that big defensive stop on 4th down, they've done a really good job of driving down the field. Hopefully it can continue.
Thompson fumbles the snap again. Throws it across middle field. It's caught to the 20, 15, and out of bounds inside the first response security red zone. As that was caught by
number 12. We have the
Elijah Simpson.
And we got the correct player now.
That's right. Elijah Simpson changed his number this week. He was the one that came up with that sack early. And I got a nice text there to tell me who that was. So Elijah Simpson catches that one.
Did we ever figure out who 22 was?
I don't think we did. Somebody knows? Comment on the feed. Text us. Maybe we can figure that out. First and goal for the Union City Golden Tornadoes at the Milan Bulldog 9. Thompson keeps it himself, and it's a negative play as Jaden Pete comes up from the linebacker position and makes a stop. Max, a good running back on offense, shows the linebacker skills on defense that time.
Mr. Do-It-All, apparently. But great play by him. Great play on offense tonight for Pete.
Second and goal from the 12.
Second and goal now for Union City. Trying to cap off a huge drive here. This would be a big one if they're able to finish with a touchdown. Thompson keeps it himself, trying to wrestle his way forward for a couple.
Thompson, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 55, Smith.
So now it's third and goal. The ball's at the 9, so this is where they started.
Third and goal from the 10.
Or from the 10, actually, so they lost a yard from where they started on first and goal. Do you think about throwing the ball across the middle of the field again? You had a guy wide open last time.
Yeah, they went to 12 and got
Simpson.
the first down. Looks like they're going to think about it.
Got a timeout on the field. A Dunn's Auto Body timeout. We'll take one with them. This is Union City Football on Froggy 99.3 and the Sports 731 Network.
Looking to take your business to the next level? ATA, your trusted tax, advisory, and accounting firm, is here to help. From tax planning to client accounting services to advisory and assurance, ATA has you covered. Contact ATA today at 731-885-3661 or visit ATA.net. With locations across Tennessee, Kentucky, Arkansas, and Mississippi, ATA is ready to serve you wherever you are. Choose ATA for all your accounting needs. Let's amplify your business together.
Back to War Memorial Stadium. They just got a text in once again from Stephen Weeks. Says number 22 is B.J. Boyd, who is a freshman. Once again, appreciate Mr. Weeks with the Tennessee Report. And I don't think he'd mind me saying, hope he gets to feeling better. A little under the weather tonight. Not able to be out at a game. So he is tuned in with us. He's got several different games going, so appreciate Stephen for tuning in tonight. As we get ready for 3rd and goal from the 9 for Union City. Back to throw. Across the middle of the field. Not able to make the catch. There is a flag down. It looks like he might have been holding the receiver. Let's see what the call is. Definitely looks like pass interference. Half the distance and replay 3rd down. Yeah, no automatic first downs on that in high school. A little bit different than what we've seen at other levels. So 3rd and goal from the 5. Or really it's 4.5 if it's half the distance. Thompson under center. Tosses it out. Trying to break it outside is Crawford. Crawford cuts back in, makes a couple man miss, and he's in for a Union City touchdown. Nutrient Ag Solutions touchdown for Adrian Crawford, who Max once again shows when he is out in space, he is a shifty player.
Yeah, got to wonder if that fumble got them scared of running that play. That's the play that they fumbled on earlier, so I'm not sure if they just kind of went away with it because they didn't want to turn it over, but I think that play is very effective to get him in space and let him make all those plays just like we just saw and y'all heard on the radio.
Yeah, that was a big-time play from Crawford, scoring from 5 yards out. Snap, set, kick is up, and kick is blocked on the extra point. So the extra point is blocked, which will leave this at a 28-13 game with 3:46 to go late in the 3rd quarter. But Union City fans still very pleased that the Golden Tornadoes were able to cap that long drive off with a touchdown, Max.
Yep, great drive. Took probably a little bit longer than you want to, but defense has another opportunity to shut down Milan and get them the ball back just like they did to start the half after the fumbled kick return.
Of course, the extra point, no good.
Could loom large later if Union City can get a couple stops.
So with 3:46 rather, with 3:46 to go in the 3rd quarter. Again, it's Milan with a 28-13 lead on Union City, and the Golden Tornadoes on defense here, Max. What adjustments do you want to see for them to try to get this football back?
Well, before that happens, we may want to watch the kickoff. If you remember, they're kicking onside kicks. Unless that strategy has changed in the second half, they may get a chance to get the football and get it right back and not have to go on defense. But
good point.
Defense, I think that they need to play like they did coming out after that turnover. I mean, they forced them into a 3rd and long, made them throw, and then forced an incomplete pass. So
onside kick. It's fielded by Milan. Ball will be at the 44-yard line. Much better job that time on the onside kick as far as getting it to 10 yards. They've struggled with that part, but Milan does recover.
First and 10 Bulldogs from their own 44.
So 1st and 10, Milan. from their own 44-yard line. Can the Golden Tornado defense come up with a stop? Union City football here on WWGY Fulton, Froggy 99.3 in Union City. Throw across the middle field to Thompson, or Johnson rather. Johnson able to get 9. Kennedy Taylor comes up with the play for Union City. It's now 2nd and short from the 47-yard line of Union City. Is Milan now in Union City territory? Summers takes the snap, hands it off to Pete. Man, Pete was met immediately but able to break a tackle, and I think he's going to pick up that yard. He was met in the backfield.
It's going to be very close. It may be they're going to give it to him.
They're going to give it to him for a first down.
Looked like it might have been inches, and Pete's down on the field now.
And Milan got a couple guys that look to be a little bit banged up. Pete trying to fight his way off.
The chains haven't moved yet, Jordan. Did they signal first down?
They did, yeah. Well,
I mean, where they got the ball spotted,
we're
straight in line on the.
Now, I've watched a lot of football. Obviously played football, and typically, okay, all right, before I get into that, they're going to move the chains. I was going to say, typically, whatever side the ball goes to, they let that referee spot it. But I thought for a second they were going to let the referee on the far sideline spot it because he looked like it was going to be short.
Yeah, from our angle, it does look inches short, but they are going to give him the first down.
That's not what we wanted, of course, but that's what it looks like it's going to be here. 1st and 10, Milan. 2:50 to go. Handoff up the middle. Bouncing outside is Smalls. Smalls gets up to around the 44-yard line.
Another short run play for Milan. You've seen that quite a bit tonight, and Union City has done well when they're not, down, and Milan's not down inside the red zone. They've really shut that run down.
So 2nd and 8 this time. 2:15 to go, third quarter. And again, Union City needing to force a turnover or stop here. And this could be a totally different game if they're able to go score again. Summers brings the man in motion. Takes the snap. Hands it off up the middle to Pete. Pete breaks it outside. Now tackled around the 35. But that's going to be enough for another Milan first down. Pete just an explosive back that does a great job. First and 10, Milan. At the 35, and now Milan Max taking their time, wanting to run some clock. With the 2-score lead. Summers hands it off up the middle once more. Breaking free is Pete for, it looks like another Milan first down. 10 more for Jaden Pete.
Milan lineman helmet came off. I don't know if the referee saw it. You're supposed to come off the field when that happens, but I don't think the refs caught it.
Yeah, likely didn't see it there. So 1st and 10 again, ball on the 25-yard line. .54 seconds to go in the third quarter rather. First quarter of this second half, that is. Handoff up the middle. Looking for a couple this time is Kelly.
Number 2, Kelly, the ball carrier.
And that may take us. Yeah, the game clock is
ahead
of the play clock. So this may take us to the third quarter. We'll see what Coach Comer decides.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6 from the 21.
Will Milan try to catch them maybe offsides here, or will they run a play late in this third quarter? Summers brings the man in motion. He will run a play. Handoff up the middle to Kelly. Kelly trying to bounce it outside. Still fighting for yardage. Past the 10 to the 6-yard line. So Milan's going to have it first and goal at the 6 when we start quarter number 4. At the end of 3, it's Milan 28, Union City 13. This is Union City football, broadcasting from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth here on Froggy 99.3 and the Sports 731 Network.
At Jerry Ward Autoplex, we want you to drive home the best vehicle at the best price. And did you know many of our vehicles are factory program vehicles that manufacturer employees drove for a year or less? These are trusted, basically new vehicles at pre-owned prices.
We got a great family vehicle, plenty of room, with low miles, still under warranty, at a very affordable price.
Like I always said, don't dream it, drive it.
Kaiser Pharmacy, Union City's only locally owned and operated pharmacy, serving our community for over 20 years. For more than just prescriptions, our services include immunizations, wellness consultations, compounding, med syncing, and even mastectomy supplies. We are excited to introduce our newest offering, Kaiser Wellness, powered by pharmacists, with our exclusive line of supplements and vitamins. Shop online at kaiserwellness.com or exclusively at Kaiser Pharmacy. Plus, shop at our boutique, Miles and Bishop, while you wait, or online 24/7. Experience the difference at Kaiser Pharmacy.
Back here to War Memorial Stadium. It's first and goal, Milan on the 6-yard line, up 28-13 as we start quarter number 4. And the Golden Tornadoes are looking for a big stop here. Trying to come up with a stop here from the 6. Kelly up the middle, and Kelly into the end zone. So just like that, Milan scores once more. And I'm not saying it's over yet because there's a lot of time left, but now that this is the 3-score game, Max, it's going to be difficult for Union City, especially with that offense.
Yeah, we've been talking about it all game. Union City's been doing pretty good to keep the run to 2 to 3 yards, and that drive was completely different. They just ran it right down their throat. And hopefully the defensive linemen are not getting tired, but it is the fourth quarter, and some of these guys are playing both ways, and that can get pretty tiring for just about anybody.
Yeah, it's definitely.
You played both ways, didn't you, Jordan?
I did, and it's especially up front. It's difficult. It's definitely difficult. And I was unfortunately in the situation, besides one of my high school years, where we weren't very good. We were in a tough region, so at that time they were called districts. But
yep,
you know, you hold your chin high. I guess I'll leave it like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's tough, man, and then sometimes you're facing guys that are a lot bigger than you. You mentioned it a minute ago. Up front, Milan's pretty big.
Yeah, C.T. Williamson and Briar Smith, they've been plugging the holes for Union City.
Extra point, snap, set, kick is up.
When they try to run
the kick
the football.
Is good. With 11:53 to go, it's Milan 35, Union City 13. This is Union City football on Froggy 99.3 and the Sports 731 Network.
At Orr Investment Management, we believe everyone deserves a clear path to their goals. Jamie Orr and his team have offered personalized securities and advisory services tailored to your unique needs for nearly 20 years. Take the necessary steps to secure your financial future today. Visit Orr Investment Management at 1208 Edward Street in Union City or 849 Volunteer Drive in Paris. Your future is our focus.
Securities and advisory services offered through LBL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC.
Back here to War Memorial Stadium as Milan on the first play of the fourth quarter takes it in from 6 yards out with Carson Kelly, the junior, that time getting on the action. It's been a lot of Pete tonight. Carson Kelly wanted to get in on the action, Max, and now they've got a 35-13 lead over Union City. That was a big way for Milan to respond to Union City's touchdown drive.
Yep, pushing that lead back out to what it was when we came back from half. We'll see if Union City can respond with another touchdown of their own.
Good game in Jackson tonight. We've talked a little bit about a rivalry game in region play. Trinity has taken a 28-21 lead over Jackson Christian.
Jackson Christian, another undefeated team.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Trinity is a team that has kind of played up to their competition this year. They're playing a rival very tight, and those games are always good. Kickoff coming from Milan. I guess there must have been an unsportsmanlike penalty after the extra point because they're kicking off from the 25-yard line. Did you see that by chance? Return goes straight out of bounds for Union City.
See what happened.
I mean, they're kicking off from the 25, and they're supposed to be on the 40, so that's 15 yards.
Yeah.
So it had to be some sort of unsportsmanlike call or something of that nature, which, fortunately for Union City, that's going to give them good field position here. First and 10 Golden Tornadoes needing to get to work pretty quickly here, trailing by 3 scores. Trying to create some offense here with 11:51 to go. Thompson brings a man in motion. Takes a snap. Keeps it himself off the right-hand side. Had some success with this. Able to break one tackle, but the second tackle comes up. Second man comes up to make the tackle, that is. Looks like that was number 3 from Milan, which is Armstrong.
Tackle made by number 10, Hollingsworth. Gain of 3, second and 7 from the 33.
I think Armstrong might have been the first man there. Hollingsworth cleans it up. And that's another point, Max. You know, not often is Milan tonight been tackling by themselves. It's been by committee. They're rallying to the football.
Yeah.
A lot of gang tackles, as you mentioned. That's big defensively. That's how you get guys on the ground. You got to play physical against Union City. Ball hits the ground again. Thompson picks it up. Was it a loss of a yard? It'll be close, depending on the spot here. But again, just a little bit of a struggle with the snap.
Having some trouble with that exchange for sure. I'd like to see Union City run that toss play again and see if they can't get Crawford in some space.
We'll see if they can do just that. It's now 3rd and 7. See what the Golden Tornadoes go to on 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Throws across middle. Once again caught to the 40. 45, 50. Outside pass to 45. Or I thought he was going to get past the 45. He's actually looked like he might have been stopped by his own man. It is a Herman Jenkins Motors first down. Another big-time play. That was Elijah Simpson making the catch. And, Max, that play is now 2 for 2 on the night.
Yeah, I think a grass monster may have tripped him up just a little bit, and he ran into his own player and fell. Yeah, that play's been pretty successful tonight. Maybe they ought to try running that some more.
Definitely has caught Milan off guard a couple times.
Freshman coming in pretty clutch for him.
Thompson trying to break outside here. And actually, with the way the tackle was, threw him forward for a couple more yards.
Rolled over him.
Yeah.
Used the defender to gain some more yards.
Now the ball is at the 42-yard line. Looked like that might have just been a gain of a couple until the way he rolled over the defender for 3 more.
Mm-hmm.
So, can the Golden Tornadoes cut this back down to 15? Thompson takes a snap, hands it off up the middle, nothing there. And I'll tell you this, if that would have been a play action, there was nobody back from Milan other than one player at safety. That was Harrell. But everybody else was at the line of scrimmage. They came up and bit on the run, so you wonder if Union City may try to go over the top, catch them off guard here, catch them sleeping.
Thompson could think about keeping it as well. Nobody's going to pull him up. He's got green grass. He may take off.
Toss here to Crawford. Crawford throws it, and it's caught.
Little trickeration
for a first down, and that's I think that's what they were trying to go to earlier when Crawford did end up taking it and scoring. Because that was number 44, Cohen Wood, who makes the catch. What I'll say is I sure appreciate our PA announcer for helping me out there, because believe it or not, we had Cohen Wood as number 50, which I think he may have been earlier in the season. It's the beauty of it, Max. It's the beauty of it. He had to get 44 to get that tight end number. Thompson able to get maybe 2. And you'd like this to be 2 scores instead of 3, because even if you cap this off, I mean, if you were able to cut this to 1 score with under 8 to go, there's hope. But I still think, unless they create a turnover, even if they score here, I still think it's going to be tough for Union City. You may disagree with me, but yeah, no answer. Okay. We get that often in our line of business. We get the soft no. Busting it outside, here's Thompson. Thompson breaks the tackle past the 25 to the 22. Going to be close to a Herman Jenkins Motors first down. We got a Milan player down. Number 6, Dre Hawkins. Quickly back up. No, they're saying Hawkins needs to come off. He was going to try to stay out there, but
the trainers had already ran onto the field, so they're going to send him off.
Well, the way he's limping, too, I don't think you want him on the back end of that defense.
No, they get somebody behind him pretty quickly.
So, here's the question, Mr. Johnson. You've got definitely a young DB. I can't tell the number. Looks like it may be Jalen.
Number 20.
So it's a 10th grader.
Jeremiah Conley.
Do you go after him?
Well, he switched sides of the field, and he's lined up on skates.
He's who just came in for Hawkins. One-on-one coverage over there. We'll see if Coach Markle tries to do that here. But it is 3rd and short, so you would think you try to pick this up on the ground. Thompson. Ball up in the air, and it's fallen on and recovered by Milan. So once again, a turnover for Union City. Gives it back to Milan.
Milan defenders just in the backfield as soon as the ball snapped, and I don't know that the handoff was ever clean, and the ball just pops up straight in the air, and Milan gets on it for another Union City turnover.
So now the Bulldogs will have it back. So now Union City will definitely need a turnover at this point. First and 10 Bulldogs. Ball on the 28-yard line. And we've got a flag before the play. Coach Markle is in the area. I don't know if they're calling something on him. He was talking to the official, and it was kind of an odd time to throw the flag. What? Yeah, I'm not sure. Timeout before. Okay.
Timeout.
So Dunn's auto body timeout on the field from Union City. The Golden Tornadoes will talk this one over. And just for a moment here, we'll take in some predictions for the rest of this year on the region front. Obviously, Milan, Max, looking like they're going to more than likely win this region. They've already beat Huntington, who looks like they're going to be the 2, possibly, because Peabody's still undefeated, so Peabody could beat Huntington. But I think at the top 3, it's Milan, Huntington, and Peabody in some sort of combination. From there, you're going to have Union City, JCM likely fighting for that 4 spot. And then you got Halls and Gibson County. And Halls could still find a way, but they do have the loss to Union City. So is that kind of how you see it playing out here?
I'm in agreement with you. I think that Milan's a really, really good football team. Peabody, they have not played yet, right?
No. Peabody still has Huntington and Milan.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be tough for them. Yeah. But they have not lost yet either. Yeah. So
those 3, I think, are at the top.
We'll see. And then I think the JCM game for Union City could be
a playoff eliminator.
Yes.
Yep. Handoff up the middle to Pete. I will say this about JCM historically. I don't want to say historically. That's really not the word because they've had some really tough, hard-nosed teams, and last year was one of them. But so far this season, they've struggled with teams that run right at them. Now, they can match up and play man-to-man when you throw the ball, and they did that against Milan. They loaded the box, they played man-to-man, and made Milan throw the football, which is why that game was low-scoring for a while. Milan ended up winning 21-7. But I don't know if JCM won't struggle with this Union City offense. So that remains to be seen, and they got to go to Jackson to play them. So that'll be something to watch. Handoff up the middle for a yard.
It'll be 3rd and long.
So it's now 3rd and long for Milan. Dayton Buckley comes up with a play. Not surprising there. So it'll be 3rd and 7, 5:40 and counting. As now Summers takes a snap, drops back to throw. Throws it down the sideline. Looking for his receiver. It's incomplete. And the Milan fans are irate that there was no pass interference.
Very upset with that call.
Yeah, no pass interference called. So it's now 4th down. And it was either defense right at the point of attack, as I like to call it, right when the ball was getting there, or Union City might have got away with one. I lean towards the first thing. The referee was right on top of it, the back judge. So I really think that he just met him as soon as the ball was getting there.
That might have been Milan's plan. The ball was a little bit underthrown. They may have just been throwing that up to maybe get a pass interference call. I mean, I've seen teams do that before, and we've got another flag on the play.
Flag down on the field. Is this called on the coaching staff? Because they are irate on that sideline. You're up 35-13 with 5:20 left. I understand. I mean, you're probably wanting to put the game away with the ball. And that's always the way you want to end it, with the ball in your hands. Yeah, that's it. Coach Comer. Coach Comer picking up the 15-yard penalty. Hey, I will say this. When you're up this big, you can afford to give one of those away, and that might be a motivation factor to his team. Not for this game. I'm saying, like, hey, I got your back. You know, I'm going to fight for you.
I wonder if he's going to make himself run at practice on Monday.
Has he untied the tie is the question. If the tie's still intact, I don't think he's mad enough yet.
It looks to be still
hanging on,
tied up real nice. But, yeah, do you think maybe he should run some laps on Monday at practice for getting that penalty?
And he's getting another one. He's getting another flag. Now, what happens here? Coach Comer's still talking. Is he going to try to get thrown out of this game?
He's doing his best to right now, I think. Maybe he's ready to untie that tie, Jordan.
Comer, chants coming on.
Chanting Comer.
Yeah, if you want a way to fire up your sideline, and like I said, I'm not talking about just for this game. I'm talking about for the future. Let's see.
He has been ejected. Yeah.
So Milan's head coach is now out of the game. That's Wade Comer.
Reminds me of when a baseball coach goes out to the umpire and gets thrown out of a game.
And
there,
Coach
maybe it's a motivation factor.
Coach Comer now going to discuss about being ejected.
That's not going to have any
I don't
factor
honestly,
on next week's game.
Max,
is it?
I'll tell you this: I have never seen this. I've never seen a high school coach be ejected. I don't know that I have. I'm serious. Not a game I've played in, not a game I've been to.
No.
I don't know. But you're right. And at other levels, that does have.
He would have to either set out the first half of next game. Maybe that doesn't carry over. I'm not sure what the rules are in high school, but
they're walking him off the field.
They are walking him off the field. So Milan will be without their head coach.
Now his son is also on the staff, and he's, I believe, I think he's the offensive coordinator. And I'll say this too: Eric Knott is the defensive coordinator, who was the head coach at South Fulton last year. So he left to come be the defensive coordinator at Milan, and then that's when Coach Clanton got the job at South Fulton. So you got a guy on staff that's had head coaching experience. But while they walk Coach Comer off the field, we got a Dunn's Auto Body timeout.
A lot of firsts tonight, Jordan.
Coach Comer still got the headset on talking to folks while he walks off.
I guess if his radio works, he still can.
And Milan's staff is having to take over and coach the rest of this game as Coach Comer making his way to the opposing locker room. The crazy part about this to me, Max, is all the post-game stuff that you have to do with the head coach, the interviews. And
yeah, if they get a chance to talk to him, I'm sure he's going to have something to say.
And our friends over at the Victory 93.7 who provide the audio of our Milan stream always interview Coach Comer after the game.
Should be quite an interesting interview.
We'll see if they can find him somewhere here in Union City. A punt coming after a couple unsportsmanlike penalties. This one bounces and rolls past the 40 to the 43. And it'll be 1st and 10, Union City from there. With 5:12 to go, Union City has the football back down 35-13. This is Union City football on the Sports 731 Network and Froggy 99.3.
There's a special feeling you get when you get to the football stadium in a small town on Friday night. It's a feeling of pride in your team, a love for your community. A lot of community pride rests on its athletic teams. In Union City, we feel that pride in our teams, our schools, and in our people. Join us. Be part of what makes this a great place to live. A tradition of excellence in academics and athletics from the city of Union City.
Back to Union City as they're trying to pass that across the field. It's deflected and caught once again by Crawford, who's changing direction. Trying to get back somewhere close to the line of scrimmage, not able to.
We're trying to throw with Crawford again, and the ball got batted up in the air, and he caught it and tried his best to get back to the line of scrimmage, but was very unsuccessful. Ball all the way back on the 45-yard line.
2nd and 22 for Union City. Again, thank you so much tonight to E&H Refrigeration, who is our game day sponsor. Appreciate the crew over at E&H. Locations in Martin and Paris. Again, of course, we've been broadcasting all night from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth. Thompson keeps this one. The ball comes out. Mullins picked it up. And the Bulldogs have it First and 10 on the 33. So now Thompson coming up a little bit, shaken up. Thompson's really fired up now, going back to the defensive side, having to be calmed down by a teammate. But Max, I'll say this about him. You got to love the emotion. You got to love the fight. He's played quarterback. He's played hard all night. He's ran the ball hard. He's playing hard on defense. You got to love that from him. It's been a tough one, but he's fighting.
Very gritty player, but it looks like he is going to come off the field for at least one play.
And maybe the night, depending on what they decide here. Summers in the shotgun. Hands it off up the middle to Pete. Or this is Kelly, rather. Kelly past the 30 to the 27. And now definitely Milan has this one wrapped up. They'll just try to figure out what the final score will be. You'll see if they can score again. That's what they're going to try to do.
I don't think they were going to be able to keep Thompson off the field as he comes back on.
Again, stay tuned for the post-game coaches interview brought to you by Jerry Ward Autoplex, and that'll be during the Five Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin post-game show. Also later to come from Max will be your American Roofing Soft Wash ARS Roofing Top Performer. So we'll look at that later in the game. All that to come in the post-game show, so stick around. Summers hands it off up the middle to Kelly. Kelly fights to the 25-yard line. So it'll be third down.
Tackle made by number 55, Ethan Rogers.
Ethan Rogers comes up and makes the play.
It's third down. 1 yard. 2 go.
It's now Summers in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Hands it off up the middle to Kelly. Kelly falls forward to the 22-yard line.
Kelly, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 16, Kervin Thompson.
And that will be a first down for Milan. But Thompson back in there making a play right away. Mike Hutchins will be doing our Jerry Ward Autoplex post-game coaches interview with head coach Nick Markle after this one. Appreciate Mike for stepping in to help us out with, of course, Chuck Hammer, who usually does play-by-play. He's out tonight, as well as Eddie Suter, our color analyst for Union City Sports, also out tonight. He typically handles the interviews, so we appreciate Mike stepping in to do those. As now Summers takes the snap, keeps it himself, trying to make a couple man miss. Able to do so. The final score in Lexington tonight, it's South Gibson defeating Lexington 27-20. So a big win for the Hornets, and second and 5 here after a big gain. And I'll say this, Max, South Gibson early was a team that you didn't really know what was wrong with them, honestly. They weren't playing very good football. They had the loss to Milan, had a couple other losses, but the last 2 weeks, a 35-0 win over Dyer County and a 27-20 win over Lexington, two teams that were very good football teams.
Yeah, it's all about getting hot at the right time. Once you get closer to postseason, it seems that they're doing that.
So Summers in the shotgun. Timeout on the field. No, actually delay a game. I thought they got a timeout in, but
back judge threw the flag.
Coach Comer isn't over there to call it, I guess. I know somebody else can. It's just a good joke there. Maybe not a good joke. I thought it was.
He might could call it from the headset. He still had it on when he was walking off the field earlier.
Hey, he may have time to get out of the tie and come back out to do the interview. Probably the first time ever he's done a post-game interview without his game attire on. If he does change, he probably won't. He did come and show up at the stadium with a polo on, so we know he owns them. Pass down the middle of the field, and it is incomplete. And the fact that Milan is still throwing this football, I think, tells you all you need to know. I think they may be taking out their frustration on the referees, or they may be taking out their frustration with the referees on Union City.
Yeah, trying to run up that score. And it could be Summers. You don't know. I mean, he's playing his old team. He may want to get a touchdown and get in the end zone one more time. Throwing it again.
Once again, throwing it down the middle of the field, and this one is also incomplete.
I don't agree with that flag. I think that was a great play.
And we got a flag coming late.
2 of them.
Getting flag happy here late.
Flag sponsor sounding better and better all the time.
What is the call to come here with 45 seconds to go?
Still talking on the field, trying to figure out what this call is. To me, it looked like it could be defensive pass interference, but I'm not too sure. If that is what it is, I don't agree with that call. I think it was a well-defended play.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, defensive pass interference.
2 penalties on Union City. Can't understand the frustration on the unsportsmanlike with that call.
Will Milan try to punch this in again? It remains to be seen here.
Is this still going to be 3rd down, Jordan, or is this going to be a first with both penalties? They are going to give them the first down with 45 seconds left to go in this football game.
Yeah, if it's enough yardage for the first down, then obviously it's no automatic, but since it was enough, it is a first down. So, 1st and goal from the 6. Do you try to score again? That's the question. Or do you just knee this out? We'll see what Milan does. Bulldogs in the shotgun once more. Handoff up the middle to Kelly. Kelly fighting for yardage. And he is down inside the 5 at the 4. No way they took a timeout here. Not up 35-13. I don't know if they did or not. The clock stopped. Yeah, then now they want the clock to run. Okay. I was about to say.
Yeah, I don't. Looking around for a flag because I thought that may be what it was, but clock is rolling now, and I don't know that they're going to run another play as we're under 15 seconds now. But they're lining up to run one.
Summers takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. Pete fighting forward to the 2, but that will be the ball game. He's down inside the 2, but Union City comes up with a stop, so that's something to build on going into next week. Final score tonight, Milan picks up the region win and moves to 7-0 as they defeat Union City 35-13. We'll be back in a moment for the 5 Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin post-game show, as well as the Jerry Ward Autoplex post-game interview. All that to come here on Froggy 99.3 and the Sports 731 Network.
Looking for dependable machinery to complete your fleet? Thompson Machinery has what you need. Whether you're buying, leasing, or renting, we've got you covered with new and used CAT equipment and a large inventory at our CAT rental store. Complete your fleet or fill a gap on your job site with our reliable machinery. Find your next machine in our inventory. Call 888-720-1308 or visit a Thompson location near you. Thompson Machinery, your local cat dealer.
At Reynolds Brothers Tire Company in Union City and Martin, they carry Cooper, Michelin, and Goodyear tires. They carry all major brands and many private brands too. They even go the extra mile for their customers with a service package that includes road hazard, free fixed flats, and lifetime balancing. Reynolds Brothers, nobody beats their customer service. Reynolds Brothers Tire Company, 400 East Church Street in Union City and 505 North Lindell Street in Martin.
From custom application, precision ag, plant health products, seed varieties, financing, and more, we have it all. Here at Nutrient Ag Solutions, we're here for every kind of grower and every kind of operation. By providing these innovative tools, we help you be prepared for the ag industry of tomorrow. Contact your local Nutrient Ag Solutions to discover all the ways we can serve you and your operation. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook at Nutrient Ag Solutions TN-WKY.
When you're on the hunt for the perfect vehicle, what are the things you're looking for? Is it brand, features, color, size, or something else? The good thing is Herman Jenkins Motors can help you find that vehicle that checks all the boxes for you. With multiple brands to choose from, such as Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, their staff will work hand in hand with you to make the car buying process as easy as possible. And their service department will take good care of your car after the purchase. Visit them today in Union City or online at hermanjenkins.com.
Got a leaky roof? Missing shingles? Or maybe it's time for a total roof replacement. No matter what your roofing needs, KB with ARS Roofing has you covered. From repairs and cleaning to full roof replacements and preservation, ARS Roofing is your trusted local expert, serving all of West Tennessee and Western Kentucky. Protect your biggest investment, your home, with the quality and care you deserve. Call ARS Roofing today at 731-636-9700 and schedule a free quote. ARS Roofing, making roofs look great again.
Looking sharp has never been easier. Five Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin has all the brand names he wants. Suits, jackets, sportswear, shoes, and the right accessories. Getting married or going to the prom? Five Seasons Men's Shop has formal wear that fits perfectly. And with your purchase, Five Seasons will wrap your gift for free. That's Five Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin, with their friendly one-on-one service from true professionals. You'll walk in a man and walk out the man.
Back here to War Memorial Stadium as we kick off the Five Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin postgame show. Jordan Taylor, Max Johnson, broadcasting from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth. As we are moments away from hearing from Coach Nick Markle for the Jerry Ward Autoplex postgame coaches interview, as Mike Hutchins will do the honors tonight. And with that, we'll send it down to the field with Coach Markle and Mike Hutchins.
I've been waiting on this all night, buddy.
Me too, buddy.
And now we got a little commentary from them.
On the field with head coach Nick Markle, whose team falls 35-13 to number one ranked Milan. Coach, I know you're not into moral victories, but you had to be pleased with the effort, the intensity, and the enthusiasm from your team tonight.
Yeah, our kids played their tails off, man. What heart, what grit, determination. I mean, we hit them often. You know, they got a lot of weapons, and they played well tonight, and I'm just really proud of how our guys kind of stood up to the challenge right there and played their tails off.
Coach, when you're shorthanded like you are with so many injuries, you obviously have to be nearly perfect. The turnover bug got you, especially the second half when you had some drives. They were very promising.
Yeah, you know, we can't toss it on the ground. You know, we definitely had a little something going, a little momentum when we had them backed up in their end zone, and then we fumble on the next little possession there. Yeah. You do. Perfect is what we had to play tonight. People asked me what it was going to take for us to beat Milan. It was a perfect game. You know, we had way too many penalties. We had way too many turnovers, and you know, here we are on the back end of a loss here.
Coach, another positive, 2 drives of 70-plus yards for touchdowns for the Tornadoes tonight. Very methodical, very physical up front, and were able to get the job done. And had a third drive to where you drove deep into Milan territory. I had to be pleased with the offensive execution.
Hey, we threw the ball a little bit tonight,
Absolutely.
too, connected on some passes with some former linemen that are playing different positions. And, our kids have such a great attitude. They could be down in the dumps because it hadn't been the season we had dreamed for. But, man, they just come to practice every day. They work hard. They adapt to the offenses that change every week. And, moving the football and kind of methodically running the offense tonight, it felt great. It felt good being able to get Curvin back in there, running the huddle. And, we made some perimeter plays. Adrian Crawford's dynamic. He made some big plays for us. And, we got on the board. And, we pushed number one team, I think either tied or got right close to as many points they've given up all year. They got a great defense, and Coach Comer and their staff do a great job. And I'm tickled the way our guys played and stepped up to the challenge tonight.
An open date next week, Coach. There's only so healthy you can get in that open date, especially where you are. Talk about what you'll do next week to prepare for the last 3 games of the season.
We're going to take care of our guys next week. We won't even touch each other next week. It will be a lot of just lining up and doing some film study. And I don't know, man. These guys are just poured their hearts out for me for this first, 3 quarters of the season. And I don't know, I might take them out and do something special for them. I owe them a lot, and I want them to have fun and enjoy it. And sometimes football practice gets monotonous, and, we're going to have a little week off and, try to treat our guys to something special.
Coach, good luck in 2 weeks on senior night against Gibson County.
Hey, go Tornadoes.
Jordan, back to you.
Thank you to Mike Hutchins for bringing that Jerry Ward Autoplex post-game coaches interview to you here tonight, stepping in for Eddie Suter. And Max, we will continue our 5 Seasons Men's Shop and post-game, or 5 Seasons Men's Shop and Union City Martin post-game show right after the break. This is Union City Football on Froggy 99.3 and the Sports 731 Network.
For decades, Commercial Bank and Trust Company has been the bedrock of our community. When it comes to doing business, we have perfected the art. I'm Greg Dozier, and I'm proud to be part of a community bank that prioritizes its customers above all else. To us, you're not just a number, you're family. At Commercial Bank, we promise an experience that leaves you smiling and fully satisfied. Your financial well-being is our top priority, because when it comes to banking, your choice matters. Choose Commercial Bank and Trust Company today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Celebrating 45 years in business, E&H Refrigeration is your trained comfort specialist. We are Northwest Tennessee's heating and cooling experts with locations in Martin and Paris. If you're in need of a new Trane HVAC system, we have you covered. Give E&H Refrigeration a call today in Martin at 731-587-9675 or in Paris at 731-407-9121. Let us bring you comfort you deserve with the quality you count on. E&H Refrigeration, your Trane dealer.
A good foundation. At Allen Searcy Builder Contractors, they know that it's the essential part of having a successful project, but it's also an important element in each relationship with their clients. Understanding and protecting the interests of each business they serve is why Allen Searcy continues to be the source for major commercial projects in our area for over 40 years. Allen Searcy Builder Contractors can help you with your project from concept and design all the way to construction. Call 885-7633 or go to allensearcy.com.
Northwest Tennessee and Western Kentucky, it's time for a career change, and we know the perfect place for you. Tyson Foods in Obion County. Tyson Foods is hiring, and it's easy to apply. Just stop by and see the friendly staff at the Tyson Foods Hiring Center in Union City. Tyson is currently hiring for general production and many other positions, and they are looking to fill all shifts. Come see the team at the Tyson Hiring Center, located off Reelfoot Avenue in Union City. The Hiring Center is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Come be a part of the Tyson team. Tyson Foods is an equal opportunity employer, including disability and veterans.
At Jerry Ward Autoplex, we want you to drive home the best vehicle at the best price. And did you know many of our vehicles are factory program vehicles that manufacturer employees drove for a year or less? These are trusted, basically new vehicles at pre-owned prices.
We got a great family vehicle, plenty of room, with low miles, still under warranty, at a very affordable price.
Like I always said, don't dream it, drive it.
Accidents, dents, and dings happen. And when they do, bring your vehicle to Dunn's Auto Body, proudly serving the area since 1963. Our family-owned business provides top-quality repairs you can trust. Our technicians are ready to restore your vehicle to its best. We are open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4. Come see us at 1318 Stad Avenue or call us for a quote at 731-885-0535. Dunn's Auto Body. Get it done and get it done right.
Back on the Five Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin postgame show. That was the Jerry Ward Autoplex postgame coaches interview. And Max, after hearing the comments from Coach Markle, what'd you make of that? What'd you like, and what can Union City do to kind of build on this going forward?
I agree with him that they played really hard, especially at the end. They kept them out of the end zone even when they could have just ran the clock out. Milan was trying to punch one more in, and they didn't let them get in, so that's promising. Another thing that's promising that's been talked about probably all season long is they have a lot of underclassmen, sophomores, freshmen that are playing, and some of them played well tonight. So building on the future, I think Union City, if they can continue to play hard and these freshmen and sophomores can develop, then I think Union City will be in good hands.
An open week next week, trying to get healthy, trying to get ready for the back half of this season. Coach Markle gave us the answer what they're going to do, but what are some things that you're looking for? I mean, obviously you're looking at that JCM game likely being a playoff eliminator, so that's a big one here late in the season that's coming up.
Yeah, going on the road, that'll be a tough one. It'll probably be a good football game. If they can come out and play physically like they did tonight against Milan, against JCM, I think that would give Union City a great chance. Coach Markle did comment on that in the post-game interview. He said he liked the physicality. He liked that they were hitting Milan's players hard with authority. I think that's what it's going to take. And you and I were talking off the broadcast, and JCM has had some trouble with people that have ran the ball right at them, and that's Union City football. So if they can go in there and hit JCM in the mouth and run the football on them, then I think they'll have a very good shot of making the postseason this year.
Yeah, before JCM, they do have a game here at home against Gibson County. It's their final home game on October the 17th, which is senior night.
Yeah.
Hosting Gibson County coming up in 2 weeks. Again, off next week are the Golden Tornadoes. So 3 straight region games to end the year, winnable games against Gibson County and JCM, and a game against Huntington to end the season. They're very similar, so maybe that's a game they could win as well. So Union City still with a lot to play for here down the stretch, and still an opportunity to get in the postseason.
I agree, man. I agree. And they did end up losing tonight, but there was a lot of good things you can take away from this football game. I'm not much on moral victories, but they did fight. They did play physical against a very good football team, and they can expect to. Or if they can expect to do that going forward, then they can expect to have some success.
Milan gets to win here tonight, 35-13 over Union City to move to 7-0 and 4-0 in region play. The Golden Tornadoes fall to 2-5 on the season and 1-2 in region play. We'll step aside for one more break. We'll come back. We'll thank our sponsors. We'll look ahead at what's coming up across the Sports 731 network and maybe look at the Commercial Bank and Trust scoreboard as well. All that on the other side. This is Union City football on Froggy 99.3 and the Sports 731 network.
At Orr Investment Management, we believe everyone deserves a clear path to their goals. Jamie Orr and his team have offered personalized securities and advisory services tailored to your unique needs for nearly 20 years. Take the necessary steps to secure your financial future today. Visit Orr Investment Management at 1208 Edward Street in Union City or 849 Volunteer Drive in Paris. Your future is our focus.
Securities and advisory services offered through LBL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC.
Ready to kickstart a career that'll take you places? Roadrunner Driving School is here to help you earn your CDL and hit the road in the right direction. Located at 106 Industries Park Drive in Sharon, Tennessee, Roadrunner Driving School offers an in-depth hands-on training curriculum that prepares you for an exciting career in the trucking industry. Learn how to drive a Class A commercial vehicle today. Call us at 731-456-2008 to earn your CDL in just 3 weeks. Let Roadrunner Driving School put you in the driver's seat.
Looking to take your business to the next level? ATA, your trusted tax, advisory, and accounting firm, is here to help. From tax planning to client accounting services to advisory and assurance, ATA has you covered. Contact ATA today at 731-885-3661 or visit ATA.net. With locations across Tennessee, Kentucky, Arkansas, and Mississippi, ATA is ready to serve you wherever you are. Choose ATA for all your accounting needs. Let's amplify your business together.
There's a special feeling you get when you get to the football stadium in a small town on Friday night. It's a feeling of pride in your team, a love for your community. A lot of community pride rests on its athletic teams. In Union City, we feel that pride in our teams, our schools, and in our people. Join us. Be part of what makes this a great place to live. A tradition of excellence in academics and athletics from the city of Union City.
Your business is unique, so protecting it should be tailor-made. Unlike those one-size-fits-all nationwide security companies, First Response Security Services offers custom solutions tailored to your organization's needs. We even work around any stipulation you have. First Response actually sends real people to support you. You're not just a number in a database. You get the personal touch and real local support whenever you need it. Serving Northwest Tennessee for 15 years. Call us today.
From custom application, precision ag, plant health products, seed varieties, financing, and more, we have it all. Here at Nutrient Ag Solutions, we are here for every kind of grower and every kind of operation. By providing these innovative tools, we help you be prepared for the ag industry of tomorrow. Contact your local Nutrient Ag Solutions to discover all the ways we can serve you and your operation. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook at Nutrient Ag Solutions TN-WKY.
Back on the Five Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin post-game show. Before we go any further, here on the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth, we want to name our American Roofing Soft Wash and ARS Roofing Player of the Game. Max, I will let you do the honors, my friend.
I think I'm going to give it to the guy that scored both of the touchdowns tonight, Mr. Adrian Crawford. He also had that big fake punt in the first half that allowed them to get a first down and go in and score. I believe they did score on that drive as well. Completed some passes as well. You heard Coach Markle say he was a very dynamic player, and that he is. Once he gets an open field, he can definitely make some plays. So Adrian Crawford is our ARS
Roofing Player of the Game
and
American Roofing Soft Wash. So appreciate KB for sponsoring that. And that is a big one tonight for Adrian Crawford, a big game for him. And before we sign off, we will thank our sponsors one final time. Herman Jenkins Motors, E&H Refrigeration, Davis Clothing, Domino's Pizza, Tyson Foods of Obion County, Roadrunner Driving School, Home Builders Mart, Jerry Ward Autoplex, The Meat Shop, First Response Security Services, Dunn's Auto Body, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Commercial Bank and Trust, Reynolds Brothers Tire Company in Union City and Martin, the Union City Board of Education, Thompson Machinery, American Roofing Soft Wash, ARS Roofing, as well as Five Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin, E&H Refrigeration, who is also our game day sponsor and is also the weekly coaches show, Tornado Talk. They're the sponsor of that, to be looking for that on Wednesday of this week. Kaiser Pharmacy, who is the Fan Cam sponsor, as well as Allen Searcy Builders, ATA, or Investment Management, and the City of Union City. Tough one tonight for Union City. They fall 35-13 to Milan in region play. They'll hit the bye week next week, come back for senior night against Gibson County on October the 17th. So for myself, Jordan Taylor, alongside Max Johnson, our technical director tonight, Luke Brown and Jared Mims, producer Alex Martin. Bird's eye camera tonight for both crews was Jay Love, sideline camera Jaden Mims, as well as our Milan crew tonight, producer Rosemary Sturdivant and sideline camera Jonathan Boyd. We will say so long, good night, and God bless. And don't worry, folks, on October 17th, it'll be Chuck Hammer and Eddie Suter back with you here for some Union City football. Appreciate you tuning in with us tonight. Good night, and God bless from Moore Memorial Stadium.